Okay, as I begin recording. So, after completing your hunt for Bloodhorn, you ventured into the Tanzan swamps to seek out Whitzel's contact, Antazul, who could provide boats for navigating the treacherous waters. Upon reaching Antazul's modest hut, tensions rose as past disagreements between him and Whitzel over carpentry methods resurfaced. The dispute was resolved when you agreed to recover a lost holy symbol of Banzala, um, which Whitzel had discarded in anger. After locating the symbol inside a giant toad, Gronka bravely retrieved it from the murky waters. The symbol recovered, and Tazul guided you in repairing the two boats using the swamp materials. While Angus, with his forge cleric abilities, magically crafted a third boat from copper found in the swamp by Talali, weirdly enough. And shared meal that evening softened Antazul's gruff demeanour, allowing you to forge a tentative bond before continuing your journey. As you ventured deeper into the swamp, the oppressive humidity and swarms of insects began to take their toll, particularly on Grunka, who started to feel the strain of the environment, the eerie stillness only broken by the distant croaks and splashes and various creatures, and thick mist also clung to the surface of the water. And navigating through the labyrinthine waterways, Talali spotted a massive creature beneath the surface of the water just as something struck one of the boats, causing Dejar to fall into the water. And she saw a massive, a colossal scaled beast with a beady reptilian eye before it revealed itself as a gargantuan primordial crocodile. Well, alligator in this instance. A Sarcosuchus. And a fierce battle erupted as it attacked, and the blood and the water quickly attracted two more of its kind. The fight was brutal, but with the massive creatures threatening to capsize your boats and drag you into the depths. And after a little bit of a struggle, you managed to defeat them. And though your boats were damaged in the process, fortunately, Angus's magic and a few castings of mending from him and Saoyun were enough to repair the vessels. You also gained valuable harvesting materials for Liska, scales, meat, other useful resources. Swamp chicken on the menu, apparently. Continuing onward, you navigated through the mist-laden swamp, where the eerie silence and ghostly figures began to play tricks on your senses. Silent swamp hermits with a mud-caked skin to blend into the surroundings, and wary eyes watched you with their bows drawn from makeshift huts high up in the gnarled trees. Unsettling, but only threatening if you were to make any wrong moves. The fog concealed more than just the hermits. You caught glimpses of ethereal figures drifting through the mists, including a young woman with sightless eyes who glided silently above the waters before fading back into the fog. Eventually, your progress was halted by a massive barrier of fallen cypress trees blocking the main waterway. The roots intertwining above the water in this sort of moss-covered trunks, forming this obstacle. And nearby, you see a number of these funerary boats that you've seen travelling the waterways on their own, trapped up against the blockage. So, as I bring you back into the game, what is it that you'd like to do?
Well, time to roll up our sleeves and move some logs.
Actually, I have
So,
an idea.
sure.
It's going to be a rather interesting one. I'm going to use shape water and control water at the same time. Well, one after the other. To basically make a pressurized water jet to cut the logs.
Okay. What's the interesting idea? What's the casting time on both of them? Are both of them concentration?
No, one's a cantrip, basically to shape the form of water into a little, let's say a basketball shaped size orb, condense it into my hands.
Okay,
And the control water is concentration.
gotcha. How long does control water last?
Control water lasts up to an hour.
Oh shit.
Think.
Okay then. Um,
The control water is 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay.
Yeah, the shape water, I think, lasts an hour.
Okay, so we will say you're probably going to need to get a bit closer, but you can probably do that with a bit of a shimmy of the boat using control water, or
Shape water.
shape water. There we go.
I'm sure nothing will go wrong with us moving closer.
So yeah, as I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Talali did mention that these look like they were placed here, like
Yeah,
something went out of their way to put these trees in this position.
Yeah, something purposefully blockaded
You
this area.
saw, like where lightning had struck the logs seemingly during a storm here, and you also saw these sort of large claw marks around where the lightning had struck. What's your passive insight?
Or who?
Talali.
Which should probably have opened up character sheets.
I have-
Passive insight is 19.
19. Ooh, okay then. Hang on.
January, I sent you a DM.
Gotcha. Let me. Soundboard's not working for some reason. Yeah. There we go. Let's get some music playing. Check the DM.
Oh, Jesus, giant Tiska. What else is there? Yeah.
I mean, when isn't she?
I mean, look at this.
Stick up the entire screen.
Literally. Goddamn.
Just coming for you.
Goddamn.
I'm scared.
Don't know if that's a good or a bad thing to some people.
Shaking in my
Depends on their
boots.
tastes.
I don't think Grunk wears any boots.
You're right.
So
his
passive
soles are
insight
thick as Calvin.
of 19. You gather something has probably taken advantage of the lightning strike that's made the log weaker here, and it's probably pushed it deliberately.
All right.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Oh, I need a refresh. I forgot that I need a refresh twice.
So you want to use shape water and control water as like a water jet to cut through this log.
Pretty much, yes.
All right, okay. This would probably be like I'll say a spell casting check for you. So D20 plus your intelligence.
Okie doke. What
6.
the fuck?
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So a 2 plus a 4. You begin to summon a globule of water from the swamp waters below you, and you begin to try and squeeze it, kind of compress it in your hands, and try to shape your hands into this sort of blade-like shape forward, pointed towards the log. And it just begins spraying through your hands every which way. Unfortunately, this is probably not going to work. So I'll say,
Lolly's gonna see this happening, like the lack of control, just be like, I saw you did that in the combat in the arena. You did something similar. Like, could you not make like a whirlpool to pull the logs away from where they are?
I mean, I could. That one would be no trouble. It's just what? Why not? I was trying to be more precise rather than blunt with it, but okay. So let me take this here. Wow, this is
so with that failed check there, I'll say you have to mark off that spell slot after using control water there.
yeah, I did.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do it again, but let's see. Trying to.
Well, like, so the reason, so control water is concentration for 10 minutes. If you were having trouble, like, I feel like struggling
yeah,
that much to be would only take like maybe a minute.
It's concentration, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting things there.
You're good.
Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, the water jet idea is probably not going to work. However, what you could certainly attempt to begin trying to shift the log with a large water pool, whirlpool. That's what I'm looking for. What's the radius on it?
Radius on. Hold on. Let me just pick it here without the spellfire or anything.
So 50-foot square, 25 feet deep.
Oh,
Any creature or object in the water within 25 feet of the vortex is pulled 10 feet towards it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mention size or weight. It's just if there's an object in the water, it gets pulled towards it, towards the center.
all right. So where are you placing it?
Let me think a second before I do 50-foot squared. Say, I think probably here while I'm going to be placed. Let me cast the spell. Sorry, you can see the spell slot.
I can't
Just don't get us stuck in the whirlpool.
I mean, obviously you can tell us to back up. Where are the logs?
While
I can't see the logs.
Can you not see? They should be.
Yeah, they're
see the
visible on
logs.
mine. There's one here. There's one here.
Well, that's great. I can't see the logs.
Oh,
Like, I can't see this. I can see.
Oh, maybe
well,
it's
that's cool.
height-based. Maybe you're inside the log or something.
I'm looking for Liska's eyes right now, and I also can't see any boats aside from the front one.
Ooh,
okay. So,
maybe
Let me reload.
refresh.
yeah.
Maybe
That might be
again.
an issue, yeah.
Might have been logged out.
Yeah.
Could
Probably.
be.
Usually
Game
what it
has-
is.
Game has a tendency of doing that randomly.
Mhm.
So while Dishara is dropping the globule of water, she's going to, while shifting her hands, look back and like, right. Everyone back up a bit so we don't get drawn into this massive whirlpool that I'm about to conjure. And she's going to, let's see, how tall is this here exactly?
It's about 10 feet. Talali's currently standing on top of it. She's about 10 feet up.
And how is that going to relate to me in the boat? Because
You'd be about your head's standing about halfway up the breadth of the trunk here.
Might have to use my serpentine body to get a little higher so I can at least see.
Oh, you
Where
want
I'm
to?
gonna
You want to go up onto the trunk?
Well, not up onto the trunk itself. More or less, so while I'm in the boat, I could use my tail to
Okay.
stand upwards, periscope basically, and then be an ideal place to, let's say, put the warpole right here, so I can drag the logs in this direction.
High. We can say like it would be your high jump, about 2 feet off the ground, kind of jumping up. It's going to be difficult to get a line of sight here with the thickness of this log. Although what you could
Fuck
do is try to climb one of the cypress trees nearby.
I mean, she's still holding
Does
spell, so
Dajar want to piggyback?
you wouldn't be able to hold this long ass apparently.
I have 19 strength. That's enough to lift some buildings.
Well, if you want to, I'm not going to stop you.
Do you need a booster summit, Dajar?
Yeah, so I can find a perfect place to cast this whirlpool at, so we won't be all in danger.
Alright. Come in then. You're gonna just sort of like, you know how you interlink your fingers and like hold them together for like when you're boosty somebody?
Yep.
Yeah, he'll sort of do that for her to place herself. And then when she does, he'll just sort of heft a little bit onto the shoulder and then stand up in the boat. You now have an extra 6'2" on your, well, 6 foot. You're not on his head. You got 6 foot extra height.
I can see the logs, but I can't see Talali. What is going on?
Bloody is here.
This
It's so weird.
can't move Liska. Can I move Talali?
Yep, you moved her.
Move Talali. What's the shortcut for being mounted?
N to
N.
dismount, M to get mounted. Or phrasing.
Phrasing.
Hey, this is weird.
That just dismounting from the boat just made it appear. Man, I don't know what's going on with Foundry right now, but
I guess the
It is.
mounting is a bit buggy.
And I can't.
It's good.
I tried to place my spell over here, but it's not letting me for some dumbass reason.
Yeah, I can't use my scroll wheel either. I can only zoom in.
Man, Foundry having
Wow,
some issues
okay.
today.
Hang on,
Okay,
I'm
you
just
know
going
what?
to pause the recording here. Okay. So, Dajala begins to find that pressurized water in her hands, kind of peeking over the top of the log using Velem's shoulders to prop herself up. You know, wrapped around his shoulders and torso, kind of looped around like a strap bag, if you will. You begin
Too many leather bag jokes, I'm sorry.
You begin
I can't pick one.
You begin weaving your hands and looking at the still and stagnant water before you. It begins to shift and shimmer, and it begins to distort as like almost like Moses parting the Red Sea. She begins to drag the water in one current, in one direction. You see a number of small swamp creatures jump away in fright for safety, lest they get dragged away with the current as well. You see a couple of small swamp snakes getting dragged along with the current as well.
Oh, the boar snakes.
And let's see.
They'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
I don't think there's anything about having like a save for a... Yeah, okay.
Right, it's essentially an object. It doesn't have a will of its own.
You watch as this one massive log begins. It it's dragged along with the current, falls off of the cypress tree, the roots, and begins drifting towards this direction. This one seems a little bit more stubborn. That you're currently on, Talali. There's a slight thunk as the distortion in the water causes one end of it here to sort of fall away.
It says the token does not exist, so I can't move Talali because she wouldn't have been on the log that they were trying to move.
Where is she?
She's right
She
here.
just vanished. She was there. Oh wait, no, she's under the log here. No, there she is.
Nope.
Oh, there's two on my screen. Okay.
Oh well. Every encounter will be easy now. We have 2 monks.
Yeah, just control that one.
Hoist the stunning strike.
Okay.
So this log is probably going to take a little bit to move. What's everyone doing in the meantime? Just waiting.
So which log? This big one?
Yeah, it looks
Yep.
like one end has just kind of sort of sunk into the water, and gotten wedged up against a bunch of mangrove roots.
Which end is that?
Right here.
Okay.
I am busy holding a snake.
Yeah. Slolly's just gonna come up and I guess actually she's just gonna chill. Liska's gonna come up.
Sure.
She's a big bitch. Who's currently in a boat.
She's a big,
There
big,
we
big.
go.
She's the biggest bitch. She's a big, big bitch. She's the biggest bitch.
And boat's coming with. And she's going
Are
to
you just kind of rowing with the boat?
She gets to the tree in some form or fashion, and she's going to get her magical glaive, and she's going to wedge it underneath the log, and essentially just pry bar the log up and
All right,
out.
gotcha. Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Well, we halfway there. Just got all this shit down here to deal with.
All right.
20. All right, so take a bit of a moment, kind of shunk the edge of the pike into the log itself. You begin to pry. You hear the cracking of moist wood as part of it splinters away. As you're doing that, Talali,
Mm-hmm.
with your passive perception, kind of looking around, you notice something behind Twitzel. Some sort of shape. A large, gnarled hand reaching out of the water.
Talali's going to do like one of those fucking power whistles, like football field whistle. It's like, you know how, what do y'all call them? Gaffers? What do you call football or soccer coaches where y'all live?
Referees?
No, coaches.
Oh,
not
coach.
referees.
They're just coaches.
Okay, because I thought you'll manager. Anyway, that thing where like they just tuck their lip into their lower lip into their mouth and do like a really loud piercing whistle. She's gonna do that, and she's going to point over into Sao, Angus's, and Quitzel's boat. Kind of surprised that Sao isn't seeing this, and say, "There be a hand in the water, right side, by Quitzel."
And now, we roll initiative.
Oh.
Shit.
Don't worry, Dijar. We are stronger as a unit. We have become one entity. A spell-slinging fighter.
It's fine.
Why am I last in the order? I have a 16 dex. What is this
Because you have a
bullshit?
giant you have a giant snake on your shoulders.
I mean, I'll allow that explanation this time, but I've consistently rolled low on initiative the last 4 encounters. I need to act
I'll-
fast.
I don't know what to say about that at all. Just
Well,
Mm.
at least you've got a good view for spellcasting.
yeah.
And you're in intercept range, because if anything tries to hit you, I can just lean my hand up. If they're wild animals, we can just go. We just pretend we're a bigger predator.
All right, Sayun, what you doing?
First and foremost, I'm gonna pull Whitzel into the boat.
What?
Oh, I like
And then I'm going to
Oh, the errors.
carefully peer over the edge of the boat, but
Oh, hang on.
on a
There we go. So do a bit of a shimmy.
and then I'm carefully gonna look over the edge, but like around either the
Alright.
back or front of the boat, as
Uh,
to not be looking over the area
Well,
where the hand supposedly is.
First of all, you come face to face with a massive, gnarled, clawed hand that looks like it's just about to swipe. And
Good
I'll
thing
say,
I decided to pull him back.
say above table, with only a 20 stealth, it failed its check against Talali's passive.
It would also fail against my perception because it is a flat 20.
Oh,
Pass-
right. Sorry. So you probably would have seen this as well. This just right out the corner of your eye, you see this shape of this massive hand.
oh boy.
Well, of all the time, that's probably honestly, I was about to say, of all the times for Liska to leave, that's probably why they popped up.
What you doing?
Ah, yes, the big bitch is fun.
If I use a ranged cantrip that does not target but forces a save, there is no disadvantage. Correct?
Range cantrip that forces save. There would be no disadvantage to attack. No. But you would have to. I think you'd have to see it. But you do see the hand, so you could target that if you want.
I'm still targeting it, but I'm gonna use Sapping Sting
All right.
via my all-purpose tools, which will be on my sheet for the next 8 hours, so plenty of time.
Gotcha.
I do need something to target Janner.
Mm-hmm. Give me a sec. I'll give you the target real quick.
So many errors.
I mean, I should be able to see it on the map.
You get hundreds of errors.
I'm getting a shit ton of errors too, so
Yeah,
Well,
same
it
thing
seems
here.
broken, so
It says I don't got permission.
yeah, Liska should probably get
There you go.
central at least.
where is it? I can't see that. Could you move my token to the other side of the boat? Because I think there might be visibility conflict. Oh
There
yeah,
we
now I
go.
can see it. Jesus Christ.
That's a good reaction.
You weren't kidding when you said giant.
Hey,
Cool, it's now prone.
can you go prone in the water?
I don't think so. No. But you do. Something does take the damage. You something catches with the spell.
And with that, I guess she's just gonna sit back in the boat and get ready to row.
All right.
How much movement can I spend on it?
Oh, about 15. It's 15 feet of movement speed for the boat.
Cool. It's prone in the water, just by technicality of sapping sting.
Yeah, it would have disadvantage to it on any attacks, any attacks of opportunity, effectively.
And I'm gonna move the boat 15 feet, more or less straight forward.
Gotcha.
Zoom.
And Sao is gonna call out.
Oh, motherfucker, just out of range. All right, so it's going to.
Sploosh.
I lack permission.
So it can't attack anything.
Oh, it doesn't have to attack. It can just do other things.
It's just going to opportunity attack the boat.
Fuck that boat.
It's going to make a claw attack. I believe that hits.
I'm not seeing any to hit modifiers or anything on my end.
Oh, are they hidden DM rolls? Secret rolls? Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. Eef.
It's a
All right. The boat is grappled.
Oh no.
The boat
Well,
You ain't going
immediately
nowhere.
halts as a long limb seems to grab it from underneath. You can practically see the edges of the claws around one side of the boat.
Yeah, with that, Sao's gonna basically shout to the rest of the party. I don't want to actually shout, but it basically goes the line of, I think we have a swamp creature on the boat.
And as part of the attack, it's going to drag the thing back to it.
Oh no, it's got grabby hands.
Not to be that guy, but does the claw attack specify a creature?
One target.
Oh.
Oh, hang on. And if the creature is grappled, so no.
I mean, you could rule 0 it, because it would make sense to grab the boat. It's up to you.
I mean, it's
An object can't really contest a grapple.
no, I understand. It's just the same thing of like certain cantrips can't target objects; they can only target creatures.
It's
But if you want to do it, that's fine.
it's a target, and if the creature is grappled, and sorry, no, that's a spelling error there. And the creature is grappled. So this is it's not a creature. You're right. So what I'll do, I'll say it is not grappled. But you do hear a ka-thunk against the boat as claws scratch the metal side. Tilali, what you doing?
Still,
This bitch. Hold on. Let me get my measuring tool out. So that is movement into half.
right about where the second blooming flower is.
There we go.
Yeah. I refreshed it now. I need to open up my character sheets again. Alright. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Question. Oof, we lagging. There we go. Going to boop. And I think that's a.
Go on, right across the water.
Okay, cool. this bonus action, and these are an action. Cool. So, sorry, I need to figure out where this stuff is in. Am I activating? I guess. Can I just click on it? Yeah. And then, so actually that, and then she's going to tiptoe on some tulips and run across some water to get to. Oh, it's not letting me measure. This was about 60 feet.
Okay, there you go. You
she's,
top of the boat.
she's on the boat. Great.
You can see something lurking just below the surface of the water. You see some sort of mound of what initially looks like earth, but it shifts slightly.
Damn you, ugly! And that's gonna be her turn.
All right, Dejal, what you doing? You just heard a whistle. Talali bolt off. You hear the panicked rowing of Sao Yun.
Right. Okay then.
Well, it did say that there was a hand in the water,
Mhm.
like someone was trying to grab Witzel.
Okay. So if by the time y'all would turn around, you probably would have seen something, perhaps.
Mhm.
Okay then. Ask Zon to put her down in a sense, or fuck it. I'm gonna use.
Just shoot from there, coward.
Fine. Okay.
Wow.
Why fuck around? Just shoot and I'll put you down later.
All right then.
We use a free action to drop things.
We're
Might
gonna
end
do
badly. Put a hole in the boat.
I don't know where it's at, but here you go. Enjoy this.
Oh dear. Okay.
Ooh.
You point off in the distance to where you just see the hands sort of disappearing beneath the water. You target that ripple in the water, and you will once again hear this very very similar to the Sarcosuchus fight, like a mine's just been detonated in the water. And for that briefest of flashes, Sao Yun and Talali, you both see lurking, but just beneath the surface of the water, the silhouette of an enormous creature, humanoid.
Well, that's
Would we be able to? Sorry, I'll let Jarf finish your turn.
I think that's gonna be it for me because I can't do anything else after that.
All right.
Could
There you
we
Oh, good, they've
like,
got
tell where it
regeneration.
is?
Make a nature check.
go. Motherfucker.
This can be flat roll.
And because you also saw it, Sao Yun, you can make a nature check as well.
I'm gonna be perhaps a little spicy here and ask if I can have advantage because I have an inkling this is troll related and we've seen those before.
You've seen trolls before. Yeah, well, you've seen a troll before. So I'll say
You can say no, by the way, because trolls vary quite a lot from, type
Plus,
of
it might
type.
not be troll related.
so. There's
I'll just do a regular
different
nature.
different DCs depending on because you've seen a troll before, Sao Yun, and you're a native of this land, Talali.
Well, those are some rolls.
You're not entirely sure what this is. Talali, you've never seen one before, because they're very good at hiding and camouflage. These are swamp trolls. And they're infamous for being ambush predators. They're infamous for their long limbs as well.
Yeah, well, not the only one with long reach here.
All right.
Who's getting caught?
So 7. Gronka, what's your AC again?
Oh no.
Let me see. My AC is 23.
23.
23. Yes.
All right. So you kind of looking at this event taking place. You just about fail to notice another massive hand leering out from the depths, right nearby, from this direction.
Oh, I see.
And you then notice the shift of a mound of earth right in the very center of this the hollow underneath this cypress tree, and just the briefest glint of 2 beady glowing eyes beneath the surface. You kind of duck beneath the boat. You kind of duck onto the floor of the boat as it narrowly passes overhead.
I see. I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
I can't
I don't
imagine
like
you
this
would.
at all. Nope. That was too close.
Up.
The worst part is, because of my passive, I'm actually getting notice of where things are and what it is. So
Me too.
yeah.
I know talking is a free action, but talking out of turn, what's the ruling on that? Lou?
Inner?
Oh, so, I'll say it'll probably be on your turn.
Okay. Because I would react to the information if I was able, but gotta wait for my turn.
Oh shit! Yeah, Angus is just gonna do one of these.
Oh god, hit the beat. Okay,
Got
so
him.
wisdom is what to hit.
I think I got him. Quittle's just gonna continue to hide on the floor of the boat. After that,
I mean, does he need to be on the order?
Okay, so something just tried to attack Grunks.
Yeah, it was like in the hollow of the roots.
which
Looking at you.
you are currently kind of under right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. So if anything, I should have clear view. So Liska's going to hear the commotion, gonna pop out her glaive, let the log do its own thing. And she is going to, let's see, Trolls. What does Liska know about trolls?
Go ahead and make a nature check.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh,
the huntress
20.
is at it again.
yes.
Okay,
So what does Liska know about trolls?
So, trolls, they are typically very, very resilient when it comes to damage. They have a certain degree of rapid healing that they can withstand through. That's a trait common to all trolls, as you know, as a grand huntress of the Hunter's Keep from Doonholler. There are varying types of attacks that can stifle this regeneration, depending on the type of troll. But one common to all of them is fire. Will typically stifle this regeneration.
Which sucks because we're in a swamp and they're underwater.
Don't worry about it. I got something for that.
Hey, fire, right?
Thermite. Napalm.
Liska is going to recall that fire do be a ting, and she's gonna be like, huh, and she's going to put or I guess she's going to kind of stick the glaive into the rotted, or just into the roots, and then pull out her flaming pike.
Okay.
Fire damage.
And with that, she's going to kind of come up and just be like, Granka, where was it?
It was right here.
Yeah, that's where you
Good.
saw the hand sort of disappear into.
And Liska's gonna attack that spot.
All right.
She's gonna do a wiggle first.
Oh wow! I pressed Alt, and I literally targeted everything on the map.
Oh dear.
This guy's reach is vast.
You don't even know. How do I undo this?
Oh,
Please,
oh
God.
dear. Oh dear.
I think you just gotta target anything and then it'll do it.
No, it's not. That's not working.
Oh no.
I don't want to Oh God. Okay, hold on while I manually untarget everything.
Yeah. I guess lesson learned.
It's gotta
But
be
I-
a deselect.
But I don't even know how I did that though. Like, what's the lesson?
Don't whatever it was. Don't do it again.
Don't hit Alt.
Yeah,
That's
Alt-
the lesson.
There you go. There it is. Oh.
Nope.
What the fuck?
I figured out how it happened, guys.
What happened?
If you hold down Alt and double click on the map, you target everything on the screen.
Right. That.
When would you
that'll
ever
do it.
need that?
I don't know, but apparently
When you
that's
want to
how it
kill
happens.
everything.
So Liska's going to maneuver her way around some branches. Actually, she's gonna stay. Oh god. Oh, she attached herself to the boat. And she's going to.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, you map! Jesus Christ!
I'm double clicking.
I didn't even double click that time. Maybe I don't know what's going on.
I mean,
She's-
if you could try
She's
like
on Grunka, so she can.
manually target instead of alt.
Maybe
just-
maybe there's a keybind that's overlapping with what you're using.
Yes.
Anyway,
So
she's going to attack. She's going to stab this flaming pike into the water
Okay.
in the area that Grunka pointed to.
All right. Go ahead.
So that's a disadvantage.
18 hits, 17 points of damage, piercing and fire.
Yeah. Get fucked. Found it. And she's just gonna do it again. This time I can see him and I can target him specifically. Or them, it.
Yeah, we don't discriminate here.
Until we know their gender, they're they.
Piercing strike? Sure.
Sure. Why not? Let's
Okay.
buy
They have
something.
good con, guys. For the wavering mark, even better. In the final attack. Yeah. Yeah. Final attack. That's a miss. And yeah, it's what's some bonus actions I got? Because I know Liska has a few. Do. Yeah, she's good right now. That's her. That's the end of her turn.
All right. Willem, what you doing?
Question. Based on our experiences in the Tomb of the Dragon Rider, specifically the storm portion of it, would it be enough for Vellum to know that electricity spreads out through water?
Don't.
And would that happen in this scenario? All I need is a flimsy excuse.
Is it? So
My plan is basically lightning javelin into the water.
Oh, lightning
and then
javelin.
just hit
Okay, so
everything.
it's like magical lightning. I don't think
Yeah.
magical lightning would do it.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, the Tomb of the Dragon Rider was magical, but fair enough. All right, that's that plan out the window. I thought I could hit all of them with the lightning magic.
I mean,
Just gonna
All right.
do a quick reminder. The boat I'm in
Is
is
metal.
made of metal.
Hey, you got boots. You're fine. They insulate you.
Yeah, everybody
I'm
has
more
that rubber sole boots.
I mean, don't most boots have some kind of leather or rubber or like insulated sole? Whatever. I'm not doing it
I
anyway.
guess-
It wouldn't work.
what I could say is that like anyone standing within a certain range of the creature would probably be affected by it, like half damage or so.
Well, I'll hold off on that for now then. It seems like they're pretty spread out from what I'm seeing. So, first, Vellum is going to activate Sunblade,
All right.
as he is wont to do. And as he's doing so, he's just going to sort of not look. He can't really look up to Jajar. His focus is on the water. He's just going to say, "Right, Jajar, you've got two choices. You can stay up there and be less likely to hit, or you can get down and run your own risks. Make your mind up quick." And at that point, he's going to get the shield up and dodge,
All right.
i.e., yeah, he's going to dodge, i.e., get shield up ready.
He pauses for a moment. Let me down.
He'll just sort of like his hands are busy now, so Snake is free to slither down when her turn rolls around.
Okay.
Where are my heckin' features? There they are. I am lit.
He's lit as fuck.
It's lit, bro.
Yeah. Grunka, what you doing?
What am I doing? That's
What
a
are you
very
doing?
good question. What can I even do against this fucker? This is right now. He's like underneath the
Well, he's
the roots and shit.
watch
right?
as soon as Liskus just started just piking it, it burst up from the water. You see now this tremendous, about what you could imagine to be like 20-foot tall humanoid creature, wrinkled, sort of short, almost goblin-like in its features. Short, stubby nose, large fangs. This hunched back, just filled with all sorts of swamp grass, mold, moss, dirt, perfect for blending in the surroundings, as well as kind of coating its skin as well. It's got these very long limbs tipped with these long claws as well. And these piercing, glowing eyes.
Wonderful. I guess I'll I can. I mean, I have water walking. I can just walk up to it. I guess. Let me see. Can I?
Get off the boat.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Look
There's
over
a
here.
ring of water.
Oh, there
walking.
it is. There you go. Now I can see it properly. Right. I am going to. This looks pretty nasty. I am probably going to. I'm gonna primordially rage.
All right.
Would I used to use this? Yes.
Don't nuke the boat.
Don't nuke the boat, baby.
Come on.
Don't
That
nuke
is
the
true.
boat.
Kind of forgot about that.
All right. So the boat would automatically take. The boat. Oh, not this guy. The boat would take.
Each creature.
Ooh. That's fair. Yep, so never mind. I'll undo that damage from the boat. Yeah, make a dex save, this guy.
Where is the eruption coming from? The boat? The boat suddenly explodes like a volcano.
That's from
Oh
Grunk.
gosh.
Yeah, no issue.
There's a lot. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of fire.
And so immediately you watch as from the waist up, where the troll itself has burst up from the water. It is set on fire.
It said I took damage.
I'll go and undo that.
Said I failed that.
There you go. So the only thing that took damage was the troll.
I still think I'm on fire though.
Oh dear. let me fix that.
It's all good. Automation, yo.
Hell yeah. Let's see. I think doing that kind of automatically selected the boat and
Yeah,
Liska.
I'll get rid of that as well.
It would be funny if you set your boat on fire, though.
It would be pretty funny, but you know.
Like, oh, they're weak to fire. Get him, Grunka. Boat
This
sinks.
grenade goes off. Just like, okay.
Went off too soon.
Let's see.
Oh.
Okay, nothing else selected now. Okay, good. Kind of auto selected a bunch of stuff when I did this. Okay, where is my fiery fist? I'm going to recklessly. Yes, going to recklessly fist this fucker. Would you like to use reckless attack? Yes.
Jen, can you get a moment? Can you put me more central on the square?
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of like in between three different squares. Yep.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm back. Damn, mounting.
I wonder how many there are. But you know, at least it won't regenerate because it's on fire.
Whoa. Oh, missed.
Almost at
Okay,
disadvantage, so
fine.
I'll just manually hit hold.
Well, that was the first roll, so. it's correct.
Disadvantage not detected.
There we go. 28. Zayn. As one claw bursts up from the water, you duck around and it comes back to strike you once again.
Why is counterspell an option to the claw?
It's just a reaction. It's the same reason I get intercept for non-intercepty shit.
Oh no, it got the
Uh-oh.
boat as well.
We agreed it wouldn't grab the boat, Janner.
We're all
because
attached to
I'm
the
angry.
boat.
Yeah, I'm anchored to the boat, so
Let's just de-anchor everyone, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to do a Titan boa constriction.
Oh boy.
It might be too big for a restrict.
If it's huge, I can do it.
3
All
by
right.
3.
You are. You
Yeah,
are.
it's huge.
The claw comes around. You duck underneath it, and it comes back around, grabbing you by the side of, grabbing you effectively by the head, as it yanks you into the water.
I gotta go swimming again, don't I?
As I
You
noticed, the Vegas have something suitable for it.
You
And
focus on that.
it's going to make its final attack. 1, 2, 3 on you. With a bite. Misses.
Fail. Murky waters. So, just for sake of visuals, was Sal pulled under, or is she just like
Sal was
closer to
pulled.
the thing that emerged?
Sal was pulled underneath the water.
Okay, so we got that to deal with.
And then it's to sort of disappeared beneath the water surface.
Hey Ducky, what's Sal's COD mod?
3.
Oh, you have 3 rounds then. Way to get you out.
You mean with breath?
You got
Isn't
3
it-
rounds of
is-
breathing.
Isn't it con plus something?
No, that's if you
Only
take a
if-
deep
only if
breath.
You can actually take a breath before you go
Ah,
under.
I see.
Yeah, and even if you're generous, this was part of an attack, so there's no way you get hit and then take a deep breath.
I mean, I have the spell air bubble.
Ooh, you might be all right, but you probably still don't want to be down there.
Dejar does have control water still up, so you can
Yep.
just part the swamp and just there's Sal.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty much.
Potentially.
There we go.
Alright, so what you doing? You are effectively just palmed in the face by a massive claw. And you are submerged in the water.
Cool. I know where its hand is.
Yeah.
The hand is on my face. Which means I'm drawing my flaming short sword and stabbing it more or less up right in front of my face.
All
Look
right.
at the arm.
So
Just don't miss and stab yourself in the face.
you draw out the flaming blade, the bubbles boil in the water around the blade as it ignites up. So
some
yeah,
target
just
scanner.
you can just go ahead and just roll it manually, without even targeting anything. It's just a straight roll. 13. Unfortunately, that misses. You're having a hard time trying to get it like up to a proper angle where you can actually deal some damage.
Strange, it came out to a straight attack.
Probably because it can't see shit, I can't see shit.
There.
If it's an ambush predator that relies on underwater for hiding, probably means it just uses its eyes above. Anyway, bonus action Amber Runestone.
Ah.
It is sunlight.
So it needs to. Okay.
Let me just boost it up to fucking 20 feet. Fuck it.
Does that require an action cost?
It
bonus
takes a
action,
bonus
I
action
think.
to activate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. But once again, this is less so that Sao can also just see. It's also to let everybody else know where she is, as a beaming light source below the ocean is, something.
Yep.
Actually, it's a lake.
Actually,
Actually, it's a
Actually,
swamp.
it's a swamp.
Actually, lakes or swamps.
all right, Talali, what you doing?
I'm gonna head on over and
Going to get on it.
yep. I'm gonna press N so I'm not attached to this boat. Then move there. And she sees Sal. Does that help her in seeing the big ugly
ahead.
thing?
Go ahead and make a perception check with advantage because of Sal's Amber Runestone. 31. Easy. You see, beneath the surface of the water. Hang on, where's. There we go. So I've got to manually change a few things. There we go. That's what you see.
Alright. Yeah, gonna.
It is still heavily obscured, so you would get disadvantage. But you know where it is. You
Luckily-
know where to attack.
Yeah, but luckily, if it's heavily obscured from me, I'm heavily obscured from it. So that's gonna cancel each other out. I mean, that's how it works. That's why casting darkness on two people who can't see in magical darkness does nothing. Because they're both blind. Unless they have an ability that gives them sight through heavily obscured water.
So, because of your earlier nature check, from what you gather, those glowing eyes that you saw on the creature, seem to reflect like a cat's eyes.
I mean, cool, but it's not like the water is just dark. It has mud, muck, and shit in it. Like,
Or they could have
cat-
blind spots.
I mean, if it does, cool. Like, does it mechanically have blind sense, Jenner? Because this is a physical thing. It's not a light level that's blocking its vision from me.
Yeah, it's like how we were unable to use light
Like
to
a-
see things easily
yeah.
in the
A
last
cat
fight.
can't see. Just because a cat has better night vision doesn't mean they can see through fog better than I can.
Yep, this thing does have methods for seeing aside from light levels.
Okay. Then I shall
Oh.
punch.
We're gonna do disadvantage against it then because it can sense us, but we can't sense it.
Oh, hold on. I thought it would have accounted for not seeing, but all right. Interesting. Go ahead. Oh, that's why. I had something else selected. Let me roll again. Just a normal attack.
Yep.
Still hits.
All right. And stunning. Okay. Fortunately,
20. Miss.
trolls, yeah, they tend to be very, very resilient.
That's fine. Second attack.
All right.
I'll hold down control. It still didn't count. Hold on. No.
Advantage grants. Okay, so it's getting all sorts of. Advantage grants advantage. Okay, don't know where that's coming from.
I do not either. I'm holding. You can see disadvantage key press. So I'm holding.
Yep, I see.
Do you know what is giving me advantage?
Go ahead and try again. I think I might have figured it out. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
So we've got the murky waters effect for like a general effect for you all, which gives the blinded condition because of heavy obscurement, and it's also on these guys because they're beneath the murky water, but blinded shouldn't apply to them, so I've removed that.
Right.
There you go. There's
There
the
you
stunning
go.
strike. As
It begin.
you more and more you begin to you're beginning to feel resistance in the water. You're beginning to feel where this creature is. You summon all the strength in your spectral arms and thump. You feel that you feel a hit straight across the jaw.
Oh, you know what, Jenner?
Mhm.
Is I'm quick question. Are
Mhm.
these undead?
Probably not. They
Okay,
seem
because
very,
Benzama's
very much
the.
living.
Oh wait. Okay, yeah, because the bracers are acting like they are.
Oh.
Let
So
me-
just standard.
Give me a second.
1d4,
Subtract. Yeah, 2d4 instead of 4d4. So subtract 10 damage.
All right, gotcha.
Okay, it is stunned. And so going to reach down and I'm not going to do flurry of blows. Instead, going to reach down and grab Sal with my last martial art attack,
All right.
quote unquote. And going to grab Sal and pull her up.
All
What am I
right.
gonna
so-
break this with?
What does it just?
Since it's stunned, it automatically fails any strength or dexterity rolls.
Ah, there you go. Okay, you reach down your spectral hand. This.
Oh, sorry, wait.
Not a
Strength and dexterity saving throws.
Ah, okay. Good call. Good call.
So think it still would. Yeah, since it's not. It's a contested ability check.
It's a saving throw. Athletics is a check. So
Right.
yeah, I don't think I can double check. Saving
But
throw. Yes, saving throws.
Yeah,
Alright.
so
Checks. Yeah.
automatically fails. Yep.
Well, I'll take that 7. I'll take that net 1 that I did
You
for
can,
this.
you can try. You can go ahead and try to break that grapple.
I'm going to. I don't have.
I'll allow you to grab Saoyun, and effectively this is a contested grapple check against the creature.
Just don't rip
How
Sal.
about this? I'm going to pull. Let's see. If I pull Sal or push Sal, his forced movement automatically breaks grapples. Fuck it. I'll just do a roll. It's a lot less of a hassle.
Yeah.
But so it rolled that 1.
There is
I have to see
a
what I rolled.
there is a set DC for the grapple escape, much like a T-Rex's jaws, effectively.
But isn't that what the creature within them has to roll, not someone trying to break it?
The creature is grappled. Escape DC.
Yeah, this isn't an escape.
Nope.
Oh, gotcha. Go
it
ahead
Rules
and
get
roll.
weird when you have two that go for the same.
Yeah.
All right. So, athletics.
25. Yeah. You just with your spectral arms, you just knock Saoyun out of its grasp, and it kind of fumbles in its dazed state. It just grasps for water.
So she's gonna pull Sal up,
Gotcha.
put her in the boat.
In the boat.
In your boat.
There, go right there. Try to stay in the boat if you can. We'll deal with tea stings. And that's her turn.
All right.
All right.
So you, Tajar.
Yep. The guy's gonna say, hold on to the boats and stop concentrating on the whirlpool and start partying the water like Moses.
Okay.
Where specifically?
Yeah. Where specifically?
I can draw a line here. I'm just gonna use the measuring tool. Essentially from here.
Oh god, we're gonna be stuck in it.
Now, if it pushes it away, pushes the boats basically away.
Okay. So. What's the size limit?
There is no size limit with the part water.
There is no.
Oh shit.
That's crazy.
It's a 100. It's 100 by 100-foot square, and you can just remove all the water from it if you want.
Okay then.
Drain the swamp.
Get fucked.
Let's go ahead and. There we go. Should we say that?
Yeah. Essentially,
And-
just
Imagine just sort of angling it towards this creature as well, where you saw it.
yep. So it pushes the boat out the way safely and pushes us out the way.
Okay.
Essentially.
With the massive current of the water, Dejar.
Yeah. Move.
Yeah, I mean, I'll move everyone out of the way. A massive rift in the swamp parts. You can see swamp snakes just kind of falling to the water slicked swampy ground of the area. You can see various roots of mangrove trees being exposed. You can see just currents and currents of algae just swamping out the way, and you effectively expose
An ugly boy.
a massive swamp troll.
That is a big bitch.
Indeed.
It just disappeared from me for some reason.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did as well, but I'm waiting for Janet to fix things.
There we go.
There it is. Look at that humongous chungus.
That's a big ugly bitch.
Yep, we got one coming our way as well.
I know. That's the reason why I did that. Cause fuck you.
It's fine. I'll just go down there and fight him.
I'll die.
You know, and keep the water in place.
Okay, I think so. We're not in this. We should move the boat here, Jenner.
Oh, yep. Kind of using the current to maneuver your way.
Yep. And
There you go.
I think that should do it. The kick tosses an action.
Okay, so he's gonna.
Are you slithering down, by the way?
Yeah, I moved off of your shoulders.
Alright, good. I
He's
didn't
gonna-
hear it, so I want to be sure.
Dive beneath the surface of the water to try and extinguish the flame.
Like a bitch.
Liska's gonna have issue with that.
Okay.
The sentinel.
Oh yeah.
If Lear
You
holds the
know
line.
her whole central kit.
Yeah. If you even move within my reach, I get an opportunity attack. Not when you leave it. So yeah,
fuck.
she's gone. So yeah, Liska will attack.
Alright.
And
Movement up and down still counts.
And he moves nowhere.
bam.
Burn and suffer.
Yeah.
Ain't going nowhere, brother.
And take more fire damage.
Man, this one in front of us is fucked. He can't even get to us because there's just a gap of air in the way. Keeps swimming, hits air, falls on the ground.
So instead, he's just gonna make a poor attack on you, Liska. Oh well,
Makes sense.
I'll say. Yeah, that'd be Liska. Not an intelligent boy.
Here is a thing that made me go ow.
Let me try and attack it. Oh no.
He'll take him a few swings to realize they can't do anything.
Just a few.
Just holding up your shield in the way, clang, scrape, bash. Yeah, he's getting very frustrated.
Having a bad time.
Having a bad time. Yep, that's it.
What now, dumb fuck? Why do I say this?
You just tipped
Get
fate
wrecked.
in the most
In my defense,
unreasonable way.
I didn't think he had the movement to go to the bed of the swamp and then come back up far enough to be able to hit me. Fuck it, I'll
Oh.
tell
Oh,
shows.
deep.
You crit me, I'm angry.
You notice. Well, the swamp itself, much like from previous, is only about like 15 feet deep. You can just see the head kind of poking out from above as a massive, another massive claw erupts.
Oh, is it big enough that it's like standing on the bed but still
Yes.
able to surface?
this
Okay.
this thing's
that
like
makes
20 feet tall.
sense. That's fine, I was gonna go
Oh,
down there
good
anyway.
God.
The crit is very ow though.
Only 30 damage though, which is surprising.
That's fair.
God damn.
Down I go.
So
Down I go to the air.
yeah, it's just gonna kind of
Yeah, specify.
turn around with you in its grasp.
Joke's on you, there's no water here, stupid.
So it's gonna slam you against the big old root.
Question.
God damn.
Ooh.
Just purely question. These are swamp trolls, yes?
Yes.
What's the light again from the sunlight?
It is sunlight. That was going to be my question once I started womping it, so we'll get to that. I know exactly what you're thinking, Ducky. I've been thinking it since this started.
Doesn't seem to be quite as affected by the sunlight as the larger troll you fought with Hans. But-
So either it's just a different genius that gets affected by sunlight differently, or I'm not applying sunlight directly enough.
So, advantage on grappled targets with the where is it? The feature. Hang on, it's in its stat sheet.
Grapple,
here.
grapple.
I assume
feature.
it's grappler because I
Grappler,
know
yeah.
grappler is one. Yeah.
Yeah, grappler feature, and it's going to kind of see a massive kind of tree root that's been exposed by the parted water, and it's going to poof, slam you down against it. Constitution saving throw to avoid being stunned. You succeed on
I
that,
succeeded.
and it's going to give a bite on you.
You ain't gonna try. Dang it. Again, stop eating me.
Hit. All right, and the successful attack, you are also poisoned until the start of its next turn.
Well, shit. I mean, I've got Goop, but do I really want to waste an action using it?
It's just disadvantage on all attacks.
Yeah. I mean, I was
I don't
hoping to
know
get
if-
advantage on my attacks, but oh well.
I don't know what type of poison that thing does, but
It's
I
not
don't know.
airborne, otherwise I wouldn't have a problem.
Yeah, so movement to get there, all of its attacks, doesn't have any bonus attacks. Actions rather, that's going to be its turn.
The big boy is visible.
Going to do
Get
a
it.
brief nature check. Yeah, he's just gonna do another Toll the Dead. They don't seem like very wise creatures, these. Liska.
She's going to keep stabbing a bitch.
Alright.
Actually, you know what? You know what?
Oh no, what?
Liska is going to. Yeah, she is. She's going to take a little step back. Yeah. So now she is in range of both trolls.
Hotros.
Both trolls. And she is going to attack. First troll. Get stabbed.
These things were built to hit Liska.
No, why am I targeting Sal? dude?
Dual wielding pikes.
I just fucking hit
Why is
Sal.
it attacking Sal?
He's doing
Oh,
the
because you
Well,
targeted Sal for something or something else.
I missed, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
No, I think I might have still been targeting Sal from.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
This is the problem about running two characters. Things
Well, also this thing used to be where you would target something, and if you didn't press the right button,
Yeah.
like you had to shift to add to the targets, and now it's just like, oh, you obviously want to target multiple things if you're clicking more than once. So that's the first. This is the second. Get fucked.
You're just gonna have to unmount. I guess.
No, Liska's
Angus.
Liska's her best when she's mounted.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah,
saying I'm
get
talking
there.
about Gander because it seems like Angus is on top of Sal at the moment on the boat.
Yeah.
there's a time and a place.
There's you, of all people.
Okay.
What's that
Look, honey,
supposed to mean?
danger might be spicy, but not right now.
Priorities.
And yeah, I guess the one, speaking of priorities, the one that's currently holding a Vellum she just saw slammed into a fucking root. She's gonna attack this one.
Dang it.
It's fine.
No mark for me.
Nope. I know, it's still got one. She marked both of
Oh,
them.
okay.
But she's not within 5 feet of you, so. Or it.
Fine. Then,
She'll
like, it has
put-
disadvantage on targets other than you, right?
Yes, if she's within 5 feet of it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. It was the contemplation, because I feel like right now, holding them where they are is kind of her her biggest desire at this moment. So they don't, even if they do happen to grapple people, they can't run away with them.
Alrighty, I don't want it getting advantage, so I'm going to slash the shit out of its hand. But first things first, I'm gonna get him with the old fighting spirit. So that'll balance out that disadvantage I've got from being poisoned.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually,
Hmm.
So I was debating action surging so I could ointment myself to get rid of the poison and then do a full complement of advantage attacks. Or I could just do 6 attacks.
Priorities.
Priorities.
I mean, if it's, you know what? Fine. I'll do the smart thing instead of the aggressive thing. I'm going to use my action to not target that troll because I don't want to heal the troll. Just gonna quickly slap some of that good shit on my neck.
All right.
No more poison, which
Okay.
means no more disadvantage.
So action, bonus action.
And then I'm going to action surge.
There you go.
Now I swing. Yes, I will lacerate.
Advantage.
Poison to get rid of the disadvantage. Fighting spirit advantage.
Gotcha. Well, welcome up.
Oh, I've been teased so many times of a crit.
As you just start stabbing this thing's hand. Let go, let go,
It's
let go,
always
let go.
28 and 29s. It's never the 30 for the crit. But yeah, I'm stabbing the shit out of like the hand, the wrist that's grabbing me. Is it enough to dissuade it from hitting me? Keep hold of me.
These hands are very. It's like striking. Like, how do you describe it? Like tendons of iron, if you will. This thing is renowned for being like very firm with its grasp, if you will.
Okay, well,
You're probably going to have to break the grapple.
that's fine. I can't do that with what I have left, but I do get one extra attack because I Tao Shuns.
Mhm.
But question, Jenner.
Mhm.
Is there any visible? Is anything occurring when stabbed with direct sunlight?
Ooh, you do notice, like as you're stabbing through the skin itself, portions of the like areas of the skin where the I'm failing with words here today.
Portions of the flesh are stoning.
Yes. You might have just found out another way to stop its regeneration.
Hey, I'm gonna focus fire on those stony portions and the adjacent fleshy bits. Just try and stone it enough to lose limbs, maybe, if I'm lucky. But yeah, I'm just gonna... You hear him yelling out, it's like, sunlight still does shit to him, you just gotta hit him hard enough with it. And speaking of hitting hard enough with it... I'll get a crit someday.
Someday.
Fucking 28-29.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty,
Getting
that's
close.
bonus action, action surge. That is everything I can do at the moment.
Right, Grunker.
Kill him, Grunka.
Right, so I guess I will keep hitting this dude. Let's see, Primordial didn't let me hit thrice, right? That was...
Well, you can frenzy at the same time as you go to primordial.
Exactly.
You just have to select frenzy too.
Yeah. Well.
No fiery fists. Also, quick
That's
question: does the ointment automatically heal, or do I have to fix that value myself?
Oh, I think you have to. It should automatically heal, yeah.
All right, cool. Just wanted to be sure. Goddamn region.
Okay, so Quetzal is just still hiding there. Okay, so it's it's going to kind of stride along the base of the.
It is very much stunned.
Oh, thank
Yep.
you for reminding me.
Get fucked.
It is still yep, it is still stunned. My bad. Yeah, can't. Still dazed. can't do anything. Sayan. What you doing, Sayan?
I just realized I turned off my mic because I was about to sneeze. Alright, I'm gonna make sure that my Amber Runestone is active and going. It is currently going out to 25 bright with an extra 25 dim. So he's definitely getting hit with sunlight as well.
Fire or sunlight work to stop their regeneration.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take the good old classic and just yeet.
Yeetus deletus. Damn,
How the
they're too
fuck did I
chunky.
miss? I rolled a
Just
5.
just barely missed.
It's stunned. You should have advantage.
Go ahead and roll again.
Stun doesn't end until. Oh. Well, we tried. The dice just be like that.
Yeah.
It do be like that.
Ah,
well.
There we go.
But I'm gonna keep my eye on it in case it starts moving.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm gonna use my bonus action to Amber Runestone. Let me just double check I'm picking up the right things here. Because I can actually bump this up to 30 bright instead of dim. Which means
More
he's
sunlight.
definitely getting face blasted with sunlight.
The aura of sunlight that kind of emanates from around the runestone itself, there doesn't seem to much of an impact on it with the light
Need to be
itself.
closer, I figured.
From what you heard from Vellum, you need to be a bit more direct.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes, and that was the same thing with the fight where Hans helped. He had a device to focus it. So, still, it does mean that it is going to be hesitant to come towards me.
Perhaps. Talali, what you doing? Dajar, you're up next.
Gotcha.
Where is hard to judge? Hard to judge sometimes where things are because of the.
Because of the roots.
Because just the size of the token versus the size of the space they occupy.
Oh yeah, because the arms are going way out there.
Let's see.
That's how we're.
I think. Yeah, she's going to seeing the Red Sea parted. She's going to hippity hop down. I think she just has 10 foot reach at this moment. She's going to dismount the boat, and then she's going to get 10 feet down.
You hop over roots, kind of backflipping over stray rocks.
You do. And then she's going to punch a bitch. Up the.
Yep, I got minus.
It's fucking.
What
Uh,
is wrong?
I wouldn't put it past her at this point.
Yeah. I mean, if she had stuff activated, she probably could stand in between both of them and hit both of them. But, okay, so that was the stun one took 15 damage. Oh, plus the 13 for Gonzalez, but take away 6.
okay. There you go.
And the second attack. Okay, take away 3. Sure. Okay, it's done again.
Okay. God damn it.
You threw 3 at us, Jenner. You're fine.
Yeah.
So that was 1, 2, and then she's going to flurry of blows. And then get Dos Mas attacks. Oof.
Dang.
Did that must be nope. Damn.
Take away
Oh, well, that's stunning strike. 6.
6.
And then the
God
final attack. Yeah, monks get a lot of attacks. Take away another 6. It looks like.
All right.
Have the rawest action economy.
Just Talali propping herself up on one long route, about like halfway up the side of the troll here, just backflipping, using her arms and a bit of kung fu foot action to just break away part of its jaw effectively.
Get fucked, son. And like has this one taken any fire damage? I don't think so. So it's probably gonna regenerate soon. But
I tried.
no, you're
They
fine.
can't do anything, so you
Yeah.
can sit there for a while.
Just summon your flamethrower and toss it to Talala. You'll be fine. And you know what? She's gonna be like,
Sudden strike again.
cool. And she's back up.
Monks.
and that's it.
All right. Deshal, what you
As a
doing?
small note, I don't know how relevant it is, but this boy is lacerated, and thus he gets disadvantage on Constitution saves.
Ah.
Interesting. I'll have to hold off on my stupid idea. I'm just gonna look at this fucking fool and lightning the fuck out of this bitch.
That still sounds pretty dangerous. Let's see how it works out.
All the way down here.
I mean, it's still got a pretty decent con mod, but if you're aiming for anything with Constitution save, then more power to you.
Well, it's lightning bolt's a deck save.
I'm talking in general, if anyone else has anything that does that. I know some weapon abilities go off of a con save.
You know what does go off a con save? Stunning strike.
Yeah, I know. I think you're quite stun happy over there, though. You got a handle.
Jenner's like, son of a bitch.
You knew Pilali existed.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Jesus.
The boat, no!
I don't know why I did that.
The boat succeeded the dex.
Yeah, go boat.
The boat has gained sentience.
As you see, like on the horizon of the water surface here, you can see the head of this swamp troll just popping, just peeking over the surface, and every so often, every second or so, you'll see a spectral arm just boom, up from below. You'll see like Talali swipe at its face, and she kind of leaps off of a branch, dodges right in time to see a lightning bolt aimed by Dejar directly towards the troll that you've just been beating up mercilessly, and he just careens straight into its face.
Almost dead. Can't do much else. Let's see. Action. Do I have football? I think I have anything else for the bonus action.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, Raven.
I think I'm good here.
Alright. Still on fire.
Well, it can stay on fire.
It's going to try to disengage. And
It's too stupid to know any better.
yeah, it doesn't know that Sentinel.
Just because it's warped.
Yeah, it's Sentinel that even when it disengages, it still provokes.
Yep.
It's gonna try to dive underneath the water again and just flee.
Well, you know how it go.
I don't
Can
think this is gonna
I?
allow it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's not. So she's going to hold on. Let me make sure nothing else is targeted. Nothing. Okay, cool. Yeah, she's gonna smack a bitch. Or attempt. She's going to attempt to smack a bitch.
Going to smack that bitch up, as they
Yep,
say.
see, might miss.
Ah, there you go.
Oh no, they get to escape and put the fire out. Quick, Bronca, after them.
Oh no. Two of his buddies
Oh,
are about
big
to
ol'.
die.
Oh, I don't give a
He
fuck.
made he made a wise choice to leave.
Well, we'll see if he stays gone.
You see, as that small bit of a mound of earth, quote unquote, as the troll disappears, there's this steam that rises up as the fire is put out, as it kind of shrieks in pain, disappears beneath the surface of the water. And you see a distortion of the water beneath the surface as the massive creature attempts to escape, or is attempting to escape.
Question: wouldn't Drunken get a hit on it?
Yes, you would, Grunker. Would you like to?
It disengaged.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Oh.
It did. Yes.
Yep. Can't attack if
Yep,
the thing
that's why I didn't do
disengaged.
anything else.
Damn.
Why did
Um,
I take bleed
hello.
damage? I took 2 bleed damage. What the fuck, game? I think it says Vellum bleed. Oh no, it's targeting someone else, but me doing the ability. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so it's going to,
Be a bitch.
still with you kind of grappled in its hand, it's going to slam you up against another tree root.
Ah damn! Calm down. Uh oh. Indomitable, please. Yes. Is that? That doesn't seem correct.
Ah,
It didn't look like it rolled again.
yeah.
Yeah, it's treating it as if it's just an automatic success. I think maybe there's an incorrect.
That's
You
awesome.
suggest the
Succeeded,
script.
there's. I mean,
That was a
maybe
roll,
it just rolled it.
Yeah, unless it
like,
did it in secret.
silently.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll test that later.
I think that's what happened.
But yeah, it slams you up against another tree branch, and you succeed your save to prevent from being stunned. I think
Man, thank God for temp HP.
3 attacks. Only one can be a bite attack. Gotcha. It's gonna once again try to slam you.
God, leave me alone.
It's just like go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
No. Fuck you. Vellum is a spiteful man.
So angry.
God damn. Consistently rolling above 10. On
Vellum
me
just-
specifically.
Vellum just being incredibly stubborn, refusing to give in.
I've had worse.
And it's just trying to try and make its way off with Vellum, provoking from Liz. Oh wait, hang on. Liz has already used her reaction, I think.
I'm going on a trip, guys. Be back soon. And I'm fucking poisoned again.
And it's going to just kind of walk into the wall of water. You're suddenly underwater again.
Good thing I've got the mask. Wait, would I like to use my reaction to attack? No, I can't because I'm
It's asking
moving
me
with
if I
it.
want to do that too.
You know, if the last fight didn't solidify Vellum's need for new equipment, this is definitely doing it. He's been consistently hit far too much lately. Yeah, this may expedite Vellum's plans to make his new armor. And a new shield. I'm out of fighting spirits.
No, you had. Oh wait, no, you do them every long rest, don't you?
Kill it!
Yep.
Fucking kill it!
I get them back at a long rest. Though if I start a combat with none, I get one back, but I already had one to begin with, so
Oh shit.
a moot point.
So, as Angus sends out another Toll the Dead, there is a tremendous. You will feel this subtle sort of bone crack as the troll kind of takes out, brings up its massive claws, clenches it around its head as it shrieks out loud, and then just collapses onto the swamp bed, ears just bleeding profusely.
Little help.
I look away for 1 second and I look back at the map, wondering where the fuck you are.
Oh, he went
You-
walking into the thing.
I wouldn't go
into the
I
water.
wouldn't get stunned or dazed, so he just kind of walked off of me.
Got gestohlen.
I'm saying he, it could easily be a they.
Whoever the
You
fuck
got
they is,
gestohlen.
it's gonna die.
It didn't get stolen. You got stolen, friend.
Yeah, I guess so.
Liska is going to. Let's see. She, much like with Sal, Vellum is a bright, glowing thing underwater.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to.
More stunning strikes? No.
I mean, that would be hilarious, but this is Liska.
Yeah.
She's going to. Dash. Yeah, she's gonna dash. As long as she can get in range, the creature itself, you can't necessarily see it, even if it's like a murky outline in the water.
You could make a perception check with advantage, much like with Sayun giving Talali that advantage on perception.
Do remember, this is dry land at the moment,
Yes.
so you could jump down there,
21.
stab at it, it's available.
I was thinking about my next turn. I'm just gonna part the wires again, so he's not gonna be able to hide. I'm gonna be a nuisance.
A nuisance, you say? So yeah, she's going to. With a 21, could you see?
Yes, you can see this vague outline of a massive shape in the water, carrying some sort of blinding light in one hand. You can clamber up onto the log itself.
Yeah. So yeah, she's going to dash. Where's the dash? And then she's going to move. Oh man, the movement count doesn't exist anymore. Okay, so I actually have to measure what's that.
If you want, I can move. I can match your measurement.
Okay.
How
So
do I do points again?
you have to hold down control after you drag, let go of the mouse, and then click again.
There we go. Okay, you do your pathing. I'll leave it for you, and with mine, and then you can move according to.
Okay. So from what I saw, she. Oh, okay. It's about. Yay! She can get to about here.
Oh, you figured it out.
Yeah, and I
You
think.
can see that a massive shape is just about to kind of dive underneath the hollow of this mangrove tree.
I think so. There's 55 to get to here, so I guess 60 would get me here, and that's all my movement. And then
Say
going
your
to.
also about 10 feet up. There you go.
Cool. And then I'm going to Action Surge. And seeing that creature. She's going swing.
All right.
She's going to attack it.
Swinging.
Right. So is okay. So she can see the outline. She can't see any details. So is it like lightly obscured?
It's still heavily obscured. You still get a disadvantage. You just know where you're attacking now.
So I can't target it, so I'm just attacking the air.
Sorry, I'll take the hit on and apply the damage.
Okay, so holding out control for disadvantage.
17 does hit. Or 16.
Stab. With some
with
fire
16
damage.
Yep, there you go.
And can she? So she has her pike stabbed in it. Can she, with the next attack, kind of lever the, like, she has her pike in it. Can she use another attack to kind of pull it up, like grapple wise?
Yeah, you can do a grapple check if you like.
Sure. Use my athletics. Oof, what a roll.
Right. Grapple check. There it is. Athletics. 24. You feel the pike sort of jolt and sink a bit. Not out of your grasp, but you can definitely feel a yank.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, this is worth it. She's gonna try again.
All right.
Hopefully roll higher.
Or 24. All right. 13. You pull with all your might, and you see you pull forth that large hump that you've seen some of its other brethren sort of disguise itself as, and the top of its head just about pokes out of the top of the swamp water. I'll say your rolls are now normal.
Yeah. Venom. And that's her turn.
All right, nice. Let me also do this. It's with Vellum in its grasp.
You know, say what you will, I'm doing my job keeping the squishes from getting this sort of shit. If this was Tajar or maybe Sao, they'd be down by now. Alrighty,
What you doing?
well, thankfully, being underwater doesn't matter because I can't have double disadvantage. Apparently poisoned.
You're still underwater. Just the top of its head and hunch is kind of exposed.
Oh, I
because
know, it
this
wouldn't
kind of
matter.
yanked it up.
Wouldn't matter. I got disadvantage on my attacks and poison, so even if I was getting disadvantage with the water, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, I can't really try and break free because I'd have disadvantage on that ability check as well. So I may as well just do 3 attacks and hope that I get enough to saw its hand off or something, because that's what I'm working on at the moment.
Okay. We'll say this can be a cold attack. A bit higher AC. We'll see how it goes.
See how it goes. I am rolling with disadvantage, so I can't waste an
You need
action
to
putting
exceed a
ointment
certain
on.
damage threshold as well.
I don't even think I
But,
could
but,
put ointment on. Dang it. 15.
18.
Hey, 18.
There you go.
And finally, 19. Good bit of
You
sun
smite on one of
damage
those?
right to that groove I've been tearing into.
So 14 plus.
Basically just the first one
26.
stabs in and then he starts trying to drag it along the flesh that isn't made of stone yet and just carving around that bit.
You see the stone is kind of spreading around the hand. Fortunately, you didn't do enough damage your turn to have it kind of shatter the hand.
Completely fair.
Yeah. On your
I am
next
going
turn,
to second wind now.
So you have your smite back, don't
That's only if I crit, which the game has been cucking me on.
Yeah.
you? Oh, interesting. I thought it was just a once a day thing. Okay.
No, it's multiple times a day, but I have to crit to do it. which normally works well with my fighting spirit advantage fishing, but you know. Anyway, that's me done. I can't really move.
All right. Next up is Grunka.
Everyone's gone.
Your prey has fled. It could not withstand your might.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Who's next? Wait, let's go.
Oh, dang it. See, what's the whatever there was a control to see?
Alt lets you
Distances,
see all
it's alt.
targetable things.
Yeah.
Bolts.
You can see as Grunka, with his ring of water walking, kind of moves over the water. The water just kind of sizzles and boils beneath his feet.
Very true.
And the smell of boiling swamp water, not very pleasant.
Oh,
bet, yeah.
dang it! I can't make it there.
Are you frenzied?
No.
Okay.
Oh well. I guess I can just run over there and give people advantage.
All right. Sayun, you've just watched You've just watched Angus' dispatch of this troll. Seems as you look around, there's one more troll that's currently haranguing your party.
Yeah. Problem is, I know there's 3. Ah well. Fireball.
Hey, there you go.
Counts.
And that's all I can do from my position, aside from move the boat.
All right. Do you want to move the boat? Sayun?
I'm thinking on it. Yeah, I'll probably move it like 5-10 feet, sort of diagonally, so we don't end up emosising ourselves.
All right. Dajar. Oh, sorry, Talali.
Since Talali's not going to move with the boat, because she knows that trolls can come back from death if they aren't hurt in specific ways, and no one hurt this one in specific ways. So she's going to jump off, and then it's being super weird right now. Okay, it's not letting me move. Okay, cool. And then she's going to, she's gonna light a torch she has in her inventory and just drop it on top of the body.
Okay.
Set it on fire.
You kind of drop it on top of the body. It begins to catch.
And then, so now that that's happened, and all that plant and funky smell is catching on fire, she's going, since she was there, so she should still have a good portion of her speed left. Oh yeah, she can totally reach.
How can she not?
Right. And much like in The Prince of Egypt, where you see a bunch of shadows in the waters of the walls, she's going to see this motherfucker and do a bonus action strike.
All right.
I think I do want to double check to make sure I'm not.
So, just mechanics-wise, again, disadvantage. It is. Oh wait, no, hang on. Because this was just brought out from the water, hasn't she?
Yep. And... Okay. I think she has to. Okay.
What you doing?
I guess technically I can't attack him because I didn't like. Did the torch count as an attack?
The torch will probably count as an attack.
Okay, then I can't attack him. I had to spend a key point to do it. I'll mark that down. But bam. Oh, I guess technically she would have advantage.
What else are you targeting there?
I don't know.
The
I don't
thumb.
fucking know.
That was the other troll that fled.
Ah,
Yeah,
they may still be around. Who knows?
So,
yeah, right.
what's with the advantage?
Flanking.
Ah, yes.
So, just in case. No. Right. So, ignore that. Ignore that damage.
Oh no. Oh no.
She only hit it once. She only hit it once. And then also take 2 damage off of it as well. Because of Gonzalez bracers. And that is the end of her turn.
Jean, what you want to do?
Well, okay then. Let's see what I can do here. Max damage. Alright then, we're going to use Mag Orb. Haven't used that in a while. Target it. Cast it at 3rd level. Ah, fuck it, no. Do 4th level.
Oh, beefy chromatic orb.
Oh,
And it's a fucking crit.
Oh my god.
And fire.
Get wrecked.
Yeah,
Nice.
make that killing blow, Dejar.
Essentially, she just. Okay, I'm tired of this. Just imagine just the air just in the palm of her hand turns into an orb until it turns basically blue, and it just hurls it straight at the back of his head.
This roiling ball of blue, almost white hot magical fire impacts the back of this creature's head and just burns it completely away. It's like a flash in the pan almost. Just one moment there, the head's there, then the next it's just a singed, cauterized stump of a neck. The troll goes limp in the water, relaxes its grasp. You fall out, Vellum, and it just kind of floats in the water.
That should do it. Oh, this fucking.
it's
dead.
already dead. It can't bleed anymore. Well, I mean, technically it can, but
You know, for good measure, I'm just gonna send a chromatic orb at that one just in case. So, like, I ain't dealing with any more shit.
you really want to spend those spell
Yes.
slots?
It was already on fire. She can see that's on fire.
Oh, okay.
Liska
No.
though is going to reach down and like into the water and just grab the form that is Vellum and pull him up.
You
He's gonna sort of clamber
emerge.
up onto the log here. Oh, that's targeting. Never mind. There we go.
Target the log.
Fucking look at that. Oh. I'm gonna just get more of the old ointment. You're really burning through my supply, Janer.
I'm gonna keep
This
this place hearted so also just in case to make sure that thing stays burning.
Okay.
Leslie's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
look around, and just be like, "You'd think that with all these trees and plants, they would filter the water so it's at least clear, but what the fuck?" And then,
Right. Let's clear the rest of this shit and keep moving.
How long does it take for that troll in the bottom of the other thing to completely burn away, Janner?
It's gonna take a bit, because it's a massive creature. The fire's probably going to keep
Oh, let me
burning.
say,
Sorry.
I just want to make sure if its head is like gone. I don't care
Oh.
about anything else.
Oh, the head is just disintegrated. It's just burned to ash.
Okay, cool. Then I'm just gonna undo the flood and then go back to doing the
This one.
whirlpool.
You're trying to
the
burn.
rest of the
You're
log.
trying to burn away the head of this one.
Essentially, yes.
Okay, so that's going to take a little bit more time because again, the head of the other one just vaporized with the crit. But yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
yeah, but it's also, I mean, Liska will impart like information like any damage from fire or acid negates their regenerative abilities. So the fact that it is on fire, even a small bit, would prevent it from coming back.
Okay. So if I turn to let's go. So if I flood this thing back again, it shouldn't come back. Yes.
That is correct. So I think, no, trolls are too dangerous to try to harvest. Yeah, you can do it.
All right. He stops concentrating. He
All right. The
let the water fails.
water refills the large parted valley, and the troll body kind of floats on top of the water.
This is gonna get her clay back.
Sun does it as well, but not as good as it was before. Really gotta jam it into him.
You notice this flesh of of both of these trolls is slowly starting to petrify. Any harvesting you want to do now? Do it now. Probably now the time.
What what is there possible to harvest from the troll? I guess Liska could technically find out by doing it, but just for curiosity's sake, Liska's going to dismount the boat. It's automatic. Sure, some of this is worth it.
Sure, why not?
Sometimes you can get some money, or sometimes you can get some good reagents. Either or.
It would be the latter. Okay. I probably need to roll for this. So what? So I need to target it.
There's stuff that's already on the body that you can just kind of chop it away and harvest, and it's the anything extra you want to harvest it. You kind of target it and hit Shift G.
Okay. Shift G. You remember that.
Or at least it's either G or Shift G.
giant
that I'm
blood.
forgetting.
Okay, so Shift.
Oh, there's a giant strength potion right there.
Gathering
Fucking
spot
yes.
is exhausted.
Oh fuck's sake! Hang on. God damn it! This shit never works.
It doesn't.
It's the fickleness of the system.
Into the fickleness.
The
Um,
thickness.
Where is it? Gathering. There it is. Okay, so just roll me. Wait, is it actually exhausted or it's just?
Yeah, try again. Shift G, right?
Oh, harvesting. There it is.
Gathering spot is exhausted.
Creature harvesting. Oh, here we go. Yeah, shift G target. I've gone in. I think I fixed it.
Oh. Okay. This situation goes. She has expertise on survival. So this is a tool. Okay, herbalism. Sure, why not?
Yeah, I've because there's no harvesting kit in Raw 5th edition. I've given effectively harvesting kit is like proficiency in herbalism kit.
Gotcha.
Uh,
I can't customize the system, unfortunately.
do you want me to drag the body over to you, Liska?
Sure. And she's going to.
And
You also notice as
Quickly.
it's slowly petrifying, it's getting heavier and heavier, and it's starting to sink.
okay, Jenna, I'm gonna use since it's basically an object right now. I'm gonna use telekinesis to drift the body through the water towards Liska.
Okay, so just mark off that spell slot.
Yep. As you do.
That's what it does.
Okay.
I hate that there's no take all option in when you loot something. It's either split 8 ways, take a single part of the stack, or
Yeah, it's annoying. You gotta highlight the amount, type in the full amount, and then take it one by one.
target this, shift J.
Ooh, more blood. Yes, potions for everybody.
Giant strength potions. Yeah.
Yes.
And then she's going to, I guess, kick it, like, she's gonna drag it up and set it right over here. So it's Tolkien style trolls. Like, let that be a warning to the rest of you.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Alright. What the fuck? Where did the Grunka go? Hell? I don't
He's
see
in the
him.
boat.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, he's under the tree.
These roots, they be disorienting. And we have to. Do I need to do the whirlpool thing again? Since I don't know if this drifted at all.
I think it got
and-
loosened when Liska did something.
Yeah,
but, you know, combat.
it's gotten sort of loosened up a bit as this has been jamming the pike into the end where it's been caught against some of the mangrove roots. So you can go ahead and continue to do that with one final athletics check.
Yeah, this is just gonna keep at it. Using the leverage of her magical glaive.
While the rest of this gets cleared out,
Should be with advantage.
Elm's gonna sort of just
Here we go.
it's sort of quiet a tone, talk to Jar. Think you can handle a boat? I need a breather.
Like I've always been doing, sure.
Well, I didn't want you doing all of it, but
It's fine. He just looks you up and down, bashed up kind of bit. You'll be fine. Just get back seat.
yeah, I can feel the dents in my armor digging in my back.
Yeah, you seem to have this, I think, aura around you to be. Yes, beat me up. I'm free. I am a target. For some reason or another. Weird.
Well, things need to change. At that point, he's gonna get comfortable in the middle and start a short rest.
All right. So it's going to take a little bit to shift away this log. bit by bit. But with Liska's help and her raw strength, you are eventually able to sort of help ferry off that massive log. You hear the creaking and the snapping of wood, it's the splintering of bark as it starts kind of rolling across the surface of the water, bobbing as it parts slowly for you.
Nice.
Vladimir kind of stays by your side, Willem, gives you a big hug. Those things were terrifying.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything like that for a while. Long time ago, back before we met you. We helped someone to
they turn
deal
to
with
s-
one.
They turn to stone when they die.
Kinda, yeah. The one we met turned to stone in sunlight, so stuff going on with their bodies that does that. But they're gone now, and we're still here.
You know what? She's gonna take out some of this restorative ointment that you've given her, and she's gonna use a charge on you.
At first he starts to protest, but the second he moves to do so, like again, just like the pain from when he got slammed around kicks in and he just winces.
Stop struggling.
Homeboy is concussed.
He's concussed hard.
Thanks, Fatty. You're a good kid.
She gives you a smile, and then it's kind of shift again. She pouts. I said stop. You're making this harder.
I'm stopping.
Don't be such a bitch.
Did you just, while trying to get the boat, righted just for a bit, tries to not try to chuckle but fails.
Hey, we're back.
We're
You
back
also
in the-
notice as you pass some of these boats. These funerary boats are still kind of stuck in the roots.
I mean,
Probably
like,
try and get them loose.
yeah, I felt like it was somewhat of a given that they were going to try to do all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, just using shape water to gently maneuver him back to the
Sure.
cart.
As you,
Man, you got a good
Just,
mileage out of that one cast.
Hey,
yeah, we've got the last 10 minutes.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
yeah, all right. So the surrounding mist kind of thickens unnaturally as you pass through. You kind of set some of these boats on their way using the shape water just to steer them away from the roots that they've been bumped up against because of the blockage. Well, the sounds of the swamp kind of seem to fade. The air around one of these boats seems to shiver with this cold, unnatural energy as you pass it.
okay.
Like, malicious energy, or do an insight check in the energy or the boat?
Yeah,
Like,
you
what's going on?
can go ahead and make an insight check.
Oh, why the fuck not?
Let's see.
Give me a brief second.
Nice.
I'm going to gather my notes. 21.
What are we rolling for insight again?
We're checking to see whether the energy is.
Vibe check on the funerary boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Ah.
one in your boat.
Okay, I've got insight, I'll help. Only so I can possibly roll a 21 as well.
It'd be funny.
Damn it, I'm 10 out. I really did get knocked around.
you are dazed. You little- oh my
I wasn't
goodness.
mechanically dazed, but damn, he fucking did like it was 4 knocks or knock rounds.
Yeah, he's not doing too good.
So I'm just gathering my notes here. Where the fuck did I put them?
GM notes just randomly disappear.
Yeah, I know,
unfortunately.
right?
It happens.
I love that with notes.
There we go. It's not malicious. In fact, Talali, you've seen and experienced this sort of thing before. It does happen occasionally. And you see this... It is a cold and unnatural energy. The mist swirling around the boat grows a bit denser, and from within the boat, you can see beneath the basket lid this light beginning to pulse. Seeping out from the woven lid of the boat, you can all start to see something takes shape. As a figure rises from within. As if rising from horizontal to a vertical position. A misty, translucent form that hovers above the boat, cloaked in a tattered remain of a long, flowing robe.
I just looks to Talali. Is that... How many times has that happened before?
So he's just gonna shrug. It's like we can't really put a number on it, but it has happened before.
This
Uh,
is... Oh,
Yeah, what is it, Jenny?
yeah, I'll just give you a little message.
Okay. Oh. Hold on, rewind that then. Henry, you said like this is rare.
No,
So-
you've seen it. You've seen it happen every so often.
Oh, I
but-
know
but
it
you have-
happens, but I haven't actually physically seen it happen.
Yes,
is that what you're
exactly.
That often? Okay. I
Yeah,
gotcha.
exactly. You've occasionally
Um,
seen it happen, but you know it happens all the time.
Yeah. So yeah, rewind that bit. No, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. You only been able to see it 2 or 3 times. But as you get closer to the temple, the spirits that leave in the funerary boats like to say they like to take the last few bits on foot.
This- I've heard a similar event happened during the second reign of the King of the Tahos. It was a very rare event. I never thought I would see something like this. Interesting. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it'd be fine. I mean, sometimes it happens when the boats get stuck in the swamp as well. The spirits know they gotta keep going. They're drawn to the temple by the call of Bansala.
You see features of a face. tanned skin kind of stretched tight over a skeletal frame. Its eyes milky, unseeing. An elderly man. And you see the familiar vacant expression, as if lost in some distant memory or trance, just entirely focused on its journey.
Yeah, Tuali's just gonna kind of give a respectful nod and keep on going. It's like she's gonna look back to the group. We know we close now. If the spirit's gonna be walking, we within walk a distance. No, in a swamp, walk can be different for different people. She says as she walks on water.
The spectral figure floats away from the boat, continuing its journey deeper into the swamp. Its movement is slow, deliberate, drawn towards that final destination. The boat, now empty, seems to stop. It seems to cease its singularly propelled movement. No longer moving on its own, as you previously saw. Just kind of sat there, floating in the middle of the swamp.
Jainer.
Mhm.
Has enough time passed for me to complete a short rest?
I would say yes, and it is getting towards night time. You might have to find some place to camp soon.
Always good to do both.
Do we know if would Tuali know if we're close enough that we can push to make it, or
at the your well, then make a survival check. I'd say with advantage because you're a local in this area.
yeah. Oof, even with
13.
a 3 and a 4.
I mean, at the current pace you're going, it's difficult to say. You've been travelling for a good, day or so. You're seeing some familiar locations. You're maybe, halfway through. It's up to you,
Alright.
if you want to try and push it. But that you'd risk getting exhaustion.
I would say, yeah. If they can get there by midnight, cool. But if they have to arrive at dawn, just no, we'll just rest. It's not.
Yeah,
Not
I
worth
feel
it.
like going through the dark, dingy, wet swamp at night is probably terrible.
I mean, y'all also have. There's a lot of light sources on this thing too, but yeah.
I imagine there's
And plus,
also a lot of nocturnal creatures.
I mean, the diurnal creatures are assholes too. So, yeah. So, just I guess we'll find a safe place to chill. So I will try to see if she can find one of those little ancestral clearings, if there's anything close
Okay.
by.
All right. So this will be. Make me another survival check with advantage. We'll see what type of campsite you're able to find.
Ooh. Oh,
23.
hey.
Right. Give me a sec here.
No problem. Take your time.
So as you make your way through swamp for the next hour or so, you can see the stars overhead. They're starting to peek through the canopy, only very slightly to the most perceptive of you you'll be able to see. You begin to trace a few familiar footsteps or paddle strokes, you could say, through the swamp, until you do find another one of these massive another one of these massive mangrove trees. You can see sprouting from a clearing of damp earth, an island of respite, if you will. You find a number of kind of as you're looking around, you start to notice these half-buried stones in the half buried in the earth and muck, sort of entwined with various roots and swamp flowers. Let me bring you over to real quick. So I don't have the map for this, but we'll say theater of the mind.
Yeah, my theater.
It's dark.
Yeah, theater of the mind. God.
Yeah, it's a dark swamp. You see nothing.
Or the bare sense of stars.
The moon is eclipsed.
You set up camp for the night here. If there's anything that you'd like to do or say during your time at camp, feel free. I'm going to get a few things set up here.
Gonna set up the next combat encounter.
Okay. We can do that talk we talked about, Ducky. At least a
Sure
little bit of
thing.
it. Okay. Y'all will probably pull Al away to have a private one-on-one talk.
Hmm.
Oh, just see it in mind. Just do it. Say we do it over here. I can move myself. There we go. So now indulge me in something. Since we last talked privately, you asked me about relationship advice.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you. How would you like to gain a perspective of a dwarf, per se?
Hmm.
Like, physically. He just leans up against one of the roots of the.
Sarah just
Reading
seems
this
sort of lost in thought for a moment before she gives perhaps an answer that was expected. I don't quite know.
I mean, you've never been curious?
I'm curious about many things, but at the same time, I feel like I'm blind to a lot of others.
Well, there's a term that humans say most of the time, walk a mile in someone's shoes. The translation to me is sparse. Um, but what I was thinking was, I've noticed a lot of potions that we've either bought from stores or have used in the past mimic certain spells. I was thinking of perhaps alter self, where you can change race with that uh that potion. Limited time, probably an hour, maybe two.
I know the spell well. I've used it before.
My thoughts were trying to make it into a potion, but I would no idea for the ingredients that actually replicate it.
Probably take a moment to look at the spell itself and take the approach of if you're only changing your appearance, you probably won't need much ingredients other than something with a transmutive effect. If you're going for more specifics, you probably have to find just sort of looks for a word and just sort of settle on the nearest closest thing. Some parts of the, I guess, the race you're trying to emulate. Not quite for shapeshifting purposes, but close enough.
Enough. Now, after that, like you'll conjecture, I have a little personal question for you. What stops a moment before asking? What is it? Do you have a big family? Small one? What's it like?
That is an awkward question to answer. I do come from a big family, but it's big in the sense that I have a number of siblings. Those are the closest family I have. Blood related family, of course, is bigger, but I haven't really interacted much with too many of them. There's my father, my uncle too. Other than that, it's a family. Lots of people, lots of opinions. A lot of disagreement at times.
Must have been nice growing up with them, at least.
As much of a pain as they could be at times, yeah. It was nice. Sometimes I wish I could throttle them, but only when they got too much on my nerve.
I envy that. Really do.
Sometimes I wonder what it's like to be a lone child. To have the full attention of your parents. No one else to share with.
He breezes at that. It's not glamorous. At least where I come from.
I have a feeling.
I mean, take it onto this case that though in Katesh we did fairly, as by proclamation, some of those in Katesh still view us as, for lack of a better term, servants. You'll have to dress accordingly, according to law, and this, that, and the other. Also having a high expectation for what you're supposed to do in life. Not fun. I mean, I have a sister, but I don't remember much interacting with her. Always, the Yard, you must uphold the family's honor. Yard, you have to do this. The Yard, you have to do that. I just wanted to read books. Just wanted to basically live in the library. And not deal with all this heaviness of the law or expectations. My father, I didn't like it.
The shark. Can I hug you?
Sure.
With that, Sao just sort of pulls the shark into a one-armed hug for a moment. I want to say we are a bird of a feather, but yeah, you don't really have feathers, and neither do I.
I get what you're saying.
Just-
Well, at least you still have yours.
As far as I know, I've not spoken to my brothers in over a year, and my father and I are not really on talking terms. I
You
hope
know-
they're alright, all of them.
I do have something I've been wanting to use for a while. I just need time. Anything else we need in crafting. But there's a book from calligraphy. I've thought of using a spell, animate object, to send letters to someone I know. I perhaps can aid you with that? You so desire?
Perhaps, but as much as I want to talk to them and let them know I'm okay, I'm hesitant.
Let me. He said, gets moves away from the embrace of the hug. He shocked here, since I am a bounty hunter. I should know these things. Is it because you have a bounty on your head?
So I just sort of not so much looks down into the dirt, more just her eyes are sort of trying to look at something while she's thinking. Not quite a bounty. I've told the others this before. And she sort of rolls up one sleeve slightly, and there are very clear brandings around her arm.
What? A brand? She just holds up her hand. You brand it like this? To the Carson's branding on her hand. Is it similar to this, or is it different?
Depends. Does your culture treat possible murderers with a death sentence? I was accused of a murder I did not commit, and while I didn't escape before they branded me, I did acquire some help from a brother of mine and ran. I didn't know what else to do.
At hearing of murder and the capital punishment dealing with death, right? I don't know more about your culture. The only thing I know thus far, when it comes to murderers in my profession, is I usually try to find evidence, at least one perspective, unless I've seen it firsthand, get the full story. Because sometimes not everything is what it seems.
Oh, I know that, but when the evidence they do have against me is that someone died at the hands of a prototype of mine, no less, what am I to do? Nobody else has had access to any of my works, and still,
I'm going to ask something intellectual here, so not to ruin this, but prototype you said, and you were the only one who knew how it worked. Yes?
well, it's a prototype I've been working on. It's the predecessor to this, and she sort of unslings her rifle for a moment.
Okay, that answers a bit of my question, but not the other part of it. You teach anyone how to use the prototype to that?
No, I worked on it in secret. Only a few of my brothers even knew I actively worked on it. My father had discouraged me several times over and partly forbid me from tinkering with it.
Alright. So, if you're the only one who knew how it worked, what happened? I'm sorry if this is... Hold on, before you even answer that. Before you do, I've had this... If you want to continue to answer this question, go ahead. If you don't, I'll understand.
don't know what happened. All I know is when the accusation came, everything was presented. I didn't have any defense. I want to go home someday, clear my name, but at the same time, I'm still trying to figure out how.
There is a way. Only if you're comfortable with this.
You're going to delve into my mind? Maybe
No. It's not delving into the mind per se. It is, but you'll be in control of it. Essentially, you'll be reliving that day through a dream. You'll be the one in control. Not me. The office there. I'll let you think about it.
I'll think about it. I just. Thank you, though.
Not a problem.
Not a small offer to simply give someone.
Now, I'll be honest with you. I have done some horrible things. Very horrible thing. Just to survive. But I'm not going to let someone who's claiming innocence be killed for something that they don't even know that they committed. If it makes you feel any better, I'm glad that I can stand by each and every one of you.
Tell you what.
Hmm?
Let's save this conversation for later. In a more pleasant environment. She sort of gestures around to the gloom.
Well, sure, but honestly, I'll take this over the Morbach any day. This is relatively peaceful, in my honest opinion.
Those are true words, sister. This place may be gloomy, but it is not as dark. At least here, death has a purpose. That sounded really dark.
Now, between you and gestures to where Venom is wandering around, death is everywhere and nowhere, such as life. There's nothing but change. Transmutation is nothing but changing from one thing to another. I'm comfortable with that. Now, I hope at some point between you and Vellum, you'll find comfort in that.
Maybe.
Take all the time you need. Thank you. Thank you for talking with me.
Anytime. Tanner, what the fuck are you doing?
Uh-oh, I thought that was you.
Can't say it's for worrying. It's just like if it sounds patience for this conversation. Janu, you are muted if you were saying something.
I was. So as you kind of finish up this conversation, breathe a heavy sigh of relief. Start feeling that cough in your chest again.
What is this? Omicron variant now? Like,
I mean,
which-
Neck has had it, but has been cured of it, so she is technically a carrier.
I mean, if you're cured of it, you're no longer a carrier.
You could be a carrier
Hey.
and be immune to something.
I mean, that's a different. Let's not get into technicalities.
I'll just
Point
say
is,
this.
the people on the back of the back boat haven't been subjected to this yet.
No, I think they have.
I think everyone has.
It's
I
just
know Grunka started it, Vellum got it, then Dejar and Vardmir got it through proximity. Liska got it as well, but she treated herself. I
Who
here
genuinely think
is-
back rank hasn't been touched with it yet.
Who here is trained in medicine?
let me check.
Dr. Grunka, MD.
You'd think
Grunka
so.
Hauser.
Yeah, you'd
I
think
am
so.
not trained in medicine.
You'd think so.
But yeah, sadly,
Grunky
the
Hauser.
trait doesn't give you proficiency in medicine, which is
Ah,
strange.
well, I don't
but-
have medicine either.
I don't think anybody here except maybe Angus. Maybe Angus.
Can I argue an insight considering I've seen this symptom enough?
Sure.
Vellum's patrolling
I'll
about
say,
anyway, so...
Dejar, you can go ahead and make me a medicine check as well.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize Dejar had medicine. You go do that, and I'll see if I can.
No, she's
help.
not trained in medicine, but
Oh. Well, you did better than I did. God, Vellum is
based.
really off his game today.
15 and 14. Whatever is catching you here likely has something to do with the swamp water itself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Slough did go under forcefully.
Get a mouthful of water.
I noticed this, correct?
You gather as much. The exact nature of the what is clearly some sort of disease is unknown to you, but the likely source of the disease has to do with the swamp water, it seems.
Just before I'll try to leave, you might want to the fire while I get ointment from Vellum. Might help with that. Helped me when I got dunked from that giant-ass crocodile. or alligator, whichever.
I might have swallowed some swamp water, so perhaps a good idea.
Right? You're going to ping on the earring. Vellum, do you still have some ointment?
Vellum's gonna turn around from like 20 feet away. Yeah, I got a bunch of it. Why?
I'm going to need to jar and to Val. Sounds like he's catch something from being forcibly drinking that swamp water.
Well, figure is a matter of time. Alright. Vellum's gonna start making his way back to the center of the camp after doing his outward patrols. Hey, Sam. How'd you been struggling?
Just a little. Something feels caught in my throat.
Well, glad I stocked up on this stuff. And you'll get out the ointment.
All right. Kind of begin rubbing it across
Yeah,
the.
just start applying it to like the neck area.
Yeah. Around the neck, around places where you can start to feel aches in the joints. So, but as soon as that soothing balm is applied, it's like it wears away entirely.
It's a bit tricky to use with the armor, but as long as it gets to bare skin, it doesn't matter.
I figured. Thank you.
Anytime. I usually got a bunch of shit on me, so if you have anything you need help with or looking for a potion of some kind, I might have it.
Sure, just openly just says, at some point, I'm going to need to find the components to make more of that. That's very useful to have.
Yeah, well, that'd be good, because I'm down to my last 2 jars.
Well, he goes through the herbalist ledger. It seems I need some mushroom that's possibly found in the deep dark, it says here. Weird.
Well, we'll see what merchants we can come across. Maybe they got someone who collects herbs in the temple. Seems like the kind of place to have it.
Hopefully. Honestly, I'm running out of good berries to make potions.
Well, back to it. And then Valum's just gonna go right back to his patrol.
All right.
Whoop-a-doop.
So, if you want to set up camp, set up camp. If you want to rest, do a long rest here for the night, feel free.
Yep.
We can
But
continue.
the question
on.
is, what's our sleep order?
Yes.
I know we had one before, but it has been lost to time.
And that was mostly because we had not only Vadna going on long stretches and Angus being a coffee binger.
Yeah, I don't know if he's a coffee binger at the moment, though.
Yeah.
No, I gave him a thing of watchful rest. So I'm going to be making more of those, so he doesn't.
Yeah, but like, I don't think we're in a situation where he can be doing any crafting, so he may just sleep. We don't know.
I mean, there's always a chance to do something light rather than, crafting.
I mean, he's not here. Let's just not have him use any of his items or anything like that. Like he can go one night without crafting.
Yeah.
I was
but
hoping
yeah,
that
so-
he was here because I wanted to do a role play with him, but
It's just things happen.
We can save it for before we leave in the morning.
okay.
So
The only thing
I'm
I remember watch-wise because I know we changed it a little bit ago or something. The only thing I remember is Sal and Lisco being on watch together.
Yeah, because we usually paired up perceptive people
Perceptive folk.
With non-perceptive folk.
Yeah.
Mm.
So at least,
And armored with squish.
yeah.
Okay, I have it here. I have all the turn stuff. Watch order stuff. There we go. Should be able to see that.
Maintain my.
Where is? Okay.
Fucking shadows have it. Me. That's okay though.
So it was Dajar, Talali, Angus. We're doing an all-nighter.
Well,
Then-
we can say he's regularly sleeping, so we don't
All right, okay.
screw him over.
You can probably pair Angus with Vatna. Just
Well, on that note, I was about to say Venom's probably gonna want to be awake when Vadmia's on watch. Protective dadness and all. So we can probably switch with Velum. So we can do Angus Grunka and then move Velum over to when Vadmia is doing watch.
And then Lisco and Sal get the last watch.
Yeah.
yeah, something like that.
All right then.
Hmm.
So you camp out for the night here, doing your watches, keeping an eye out and an ear out. Everyone go in and make me perception checks.
Just all at
Holy.
once.
Yeah, just sort of
I
once.
should probably do them in order.
Well, okay, so we'll do Dajar and Talali. Go ahead and make your perception checks.
I'm just gonna. Okay.
Look what they have to do to gain a fraction of our failure.
Okay. I mean, her passive is 23, but take that. Luckily, that ones aren't failures in skill checks, but I do love the fact that you rolled a 1, Dajar rolled a 13, and they still rolled the same.
Yep.
That reminds me, earlier, Dajar got a 21 on a nat 20, and
So-
Talali was just like, yeah, I'll get a 21 too.
You,
Love it.
Don't want to
You can-
outperform them. I'll just
you
meet their
keep,
level.
you keep watch, you keep an eye, you keep an ear out for the night. Nothing out of the ordinary, besides the occasional deep bellow of some distant creature in the swamplands. From what you understand, Lali, the creatures in this swamp can be just as dangerous at night as they can during the day. But nothing approaches your camp. Or at least nothing seems interested. Grunka and Velum.
Is Angus and Grunka. Velum scooted over to
Alright,
Body.
Angus and Grunka.
Angus and Grunka.
Oh, Angus like down there. Okay.
Yeah, we know the order.
Let's see. Perception.
17 and 14. Angus seems a bit more freaked out about the swamp here than anyone else does. He's just constantly staring at the surface of the still waters, just waiting for something to pop out. I don't like this place. Not at all. And your watch goes by uninterrupted. Sayun and Vavnia.
Velum and Vadmia.
Velum and Vavnia.
It's okay, it's all sudden and changed.
Yeah.
Alright. Perception. Oh boy, an 8.
Oh boy, an 11.
Man, I am actually good at perception. What the fuck?
The
I was gonna say, yeah,
Vajira
this is why
the-
Sal Yun was with Vajira.
The Vajir family is
You know,
just
things happen.
kind of.
Well, I mean,
There-
Valen's focus is on Vardmir more than his surroundings. So that tracks.
I mean, also he's been knocked upside the head for a while, and
Well, that
Vardin
too,
was
but I'm
not-
sure that's faded by now.
True.
The boy is
Still,
distracted in numerous ways.
Thinking about it.
I don't like all the rolls.
Oh.
But yes,
Fine.
during this portion, like when Velem's awakened on watch, he does stick particularly close to Vardmir. Like within, not like within arm's reach, but like enough that if something happens, he can move.
Alright.
You know what? How is she doing? How's she holding up? It's been a bit, you know, daunting.
She's you gather she. Yeah, make an insight check actually.
Yeah, because the alligator was one thing, but then suddenly trolls.
25.
Oh, I roll.
Yeah.
Velum knows one thing. It's people. Forget looking with your eyes.
Well, she might not be completely out of her element in a place filled with life and nature, especially here in the swamp. You gather she's probably not used to like the size of the creatures in Tanzia, especially here. She seems there is an element of being afraid.
Unease, yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna just put a hand on her head. I know it's all a bit new and scary, but things may be bigger out here, but we've got numbers.
She gives you a silent and nervous nod.
It'll be alright. All it takes is one yell and everyone's up. Liska will deal with what she needs to, and we'll all keep you safe. And as always, you know, your dad's here.
If something comes and gets us in the night, I can always.
Gil, you know how it is. If you're in trouble or in a bad spot, do what you can to get out of it.
Yeah.
Poof. He like mimics her gestures.
She gives a slight giggle. Kind of saddles up next to you. She keeps a watch for the night.
He'll keep particularly his shield arm around her.
And thanks to a very lucky set of rolls, your watch goes by uninterrupted. Lastly is Liska. Oh,
Liska and Sal.
Liska. God damn it. Liska and Sal.
Yeah.
Alright, time for
Time
Sal
for
to
me
carry.
to eat.
22 and a 13. Alright.
Liska does her best.
Yeah.
She's distracted in the night.
I mean, honestly, you've got the same modifiers, it's just that Sal gets advantage.
You kind of peer off into the distance of the swamp. Again, the rustling of leaves, the pitter-patter of the monsoon rain. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. You do see one kind of off in the very, very distance of the swamp, some sort of large, humped scaled shape just seems to disappear beneath the water. But other than that, nothing seems to pay you any mind. And eventually, dawn comes, or at least what could be considered dawn in the dim light of the canopy in the Tanzin swamplands. And you're ready for your next day of travel.
Yay.
I did say I'd
Travel.
like to leave off on a narrative note here. So,
You do love your narrative notes.
yeah. You continue on for the next day of travel. Getting back in your boats, doing any repairs with a mending cantrip or two from yesterday's brawls in the swamplands with the native beasts of this place. The oppressive heat and humidity that clung to you for the most part of this day begins to abate. You keep your eye out for anything that looks out of place. Anything that looks like it might be interested in some food. Anything that might be watching. The air does cool for the first time while you've been in here, in these swamps. It's almost a welcome respite from the stifling atmosphere, offering a sense of relief. As you press on, the day grows long and eventually turns to sunset that filters through the canopy here. You'd normally expect, well, to most individuals here that travel through these lands, to most foreigners, you'd expect there to be a lot more dangerous creatures this further in. But, one second.
Dramatic quietness.
Spooky silence.
Skeleton.
The path itself does seem to narrow, the dense vegetation kind of pressing in around you. The once vibrant sounds of the swamp are now distant and muffled. Your breath becomes almost visible in the frigid air, forming these small clouds that dissipate almost instantly with the growing mist. And as you press forward, you do notice a faint blue glow flickering through the mist, emerging from the fog. You see a stone plinth sort of jutting out of the water, its surface slick with moss and algae. And atop the plinth sits a brazier, its flame a cold ethereal blue that burns without heat. And it flickers and dances, casting this ghostly light across the murky waters.
Hang on, blue flame, did you say? Gainer? Oh, you muted.
Yes, blue flames.
Alrighty. Know what time it is. Fucking wisdom save over here. Don't mind me. Oh boy.
Oh, damn it.
Whiskey reaches forward and slaps Philip again. Quit your shit.
Look, I gotta stick to it, otherwise I'm cheesing the system.
Yeah. But Talali will, like, as they come in and the blue flames actually do come into view, she just kind of points. The blue flames help guide and illuminate the path for all the souls coming in. So, this is the last bit. Be prepared to get out the boats.
The mist grows thicker, swirling around you in dense rolling waves that almost sort of obscure your vision. But the blue flames, it's kind of look at them, but I'm kind of frozen for a moment, trying to keep it from your mind. You attempt to push that memory from out of your head.
And with a DC 12, I fail. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, you feel a as the boat behind you slams into the front.
Oh, Dejar's
What
rowing.
the fuck? Oh, it shows you rowing in the boat, my friend.
Well, that's incorrect. Dejar has been using fancy water tricks to push the boat.
Waterbending. Hey.
But didn't we have a long rest, and wouldn't you no longer be damaged to start rowing again?
Well, I mean,
I mean, magic was easier. Elzon Bean's Velen's in a better state to protect.
Too bad. He's rowing. It already happened.
Yeah, too bad, Ram.
I
Right.
take over now.
Right, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And while he does sort of still have that paleness to him, he does move along.
Move along.
Rodmia just gives you a very concerned look. It does occur to you that you never actually told her what happened under Morthholm. But
She doesn't need to know.
she kind of saddles up next to you, just gives you the hug, and you continue on. And through the shifting mist, you do catch sight of more movement. Two figures, a familiar sight to you now, drifting slowly across the water, forms vague and indistinct in the fog. You can see their faces slack-jawed, empty-eyed, staring forward in a trance-like state. Tahosian, again, faces devoid of awareness, emotion, like they're mere shadows of their former selves. And as one of the figures drifts near a brazier, as the blue flame touches the edge of its form, the figure begins to change. Its shape shivers, and then, almost like a smoke in a gentle breeze, starts to unravel. The body stretches, becoming thin and wispy, the edges of its form dissolving into the air, and what remains is a long, trailing line of incorporeal essence, a ghostly ribbon of light that rises slowly into the treetops, spiraling upwards and disappearing into the darkness above. The other figure continues to drift onwards, and you watch as it too touches the flames of a different brazier coming into view and discorporating, once again following a long trail upwards and ahead.
Lolly's seen this before. She's just leading the group.
We go.
I trust the native.
Yep.
That was your
Oh,
first
it's
mistake.
Suddenly, Talali is a boss. We're doomed.
Legendary actions.
She's a monk. She already comes built with legendary.
Yeah. Legendary action, stunning strike.
Yeah, you're all stunned. I'm sorry.
Global stun.
As you kind of push through the tangled undergrowth and navigate the maze-like waterways of the Tanzin swamplands, the canopy above occasionally parts, offering fleeting glimpses of the sky, now growing into night. In these rare moments, you do catch these long, trailing wisps of light, drifting lazily through the air above Saoyun. These ghostly tendrils of luminous kind of snaking between the towering trees. Their soft glow barely piercing the swamp's oppressive gloom. And they move very slowly, almost aimlessly. There is this unsettling, otherworldly nature to this swamp. Most of the time, the canopy remains sort of tightly woven, offering only darkness, but now and then it parts just enough for you to reveal these spectral lights, these brief, elusive but haunting lights. There's not many of them. You can only see the occasional glimpse every few minutes or so. And eventually, you find yourself approaching the tree line of a large clearing in the swamp, where the dense canopy abruptly thins out, offering a rare and expansive view of the night sky above. The stars glittering coldly against the dark expanse, but it's something else, more prominent, that draws your attention. Scattered across the sky, you all see, streaks of spectral light, drifting high above like glowing tendrils, winding their way through the air. One or two at first, but as you watch, more emerge from the tree line, each wisp of light lazily trailing towards a singular point in the middle of the clearing. You'll see maybe a new one once every minute or so. And as you follow the trails of light, the dense canopy of the swamp opens up, revealing this vast clearing that houses an immense structure. Rising from the heart of this clearing, a dark stone ziggurat dominates the landscape. Its imposing structure silhouetted against the night sky. The massive steps of it are carved with intricate scenes depicting the journey of the soul through the afterlife. Figures ascending to realms unknown, guided by divine beings, all rendered in painstaking detail that speaks to the ancient craftsmanship of the Dojin people. Here we are.
Oh, that's creepy. I like it.
Oh, it ain't that ominous.
It's fine. It's fine.
There's just a
Worry
big
about-
spooky skull head girl with the big glowing eyes, drawing in souls. Nothing wrong here.
Would you rather it be this or the Morbog? I'd rather choose this.
I mean, all that blue flames is giving Velamachita.
So Talali is going to turn, and once they kind of cross, like, once they're kind of within and get to the point where they're past like the braziers, and there seems to be kind of like a physical barrier or like a line where it goes from swamp to kind of this structure. She's going to kind of turn and look back, and with like just big grin, just kind of waves her hands like, "Welcome to the necropolis. You are now in the kingdom of Banzol."
Flanking the long pathway leading up to the ziggurats, braziers of cold blue flames flicker and dance in the air behind Talali, their ghostly light casting these deep, shifting shadows across the stone, making the carvings almost seem to come alive in the flickering glow. Your gaze travels upwards as you see, almost drawn to the central feature of the ziggurat, the massive stone skull carved into the facade above the grand entrance. The skull, crowned with a tall, elaborate headdress, gazes out over the swamp with a watchful presence. Its hollow eyes seem to survey the entirety of it, a symbol of Banzala, the ferryman of souls who watches over this realm. The spectral lights have accompanied your journey through the swamp now. They now sort of drift steadily towards the ziggurat, one by one converging at the skull, at the peak of the structure, that then seem to be absorbed into the stone, one by one, disappearing into the hollow eyes as though passing through a gateway. The air grows colder with each passing moment. The chill is now sharp and biting. You also notice the sheer number of reed-crafted funerary boats that are gathered here, far more numerous than you encountered in the swamp proper, sort of clustered together in these dense groups, caught against the gnarled roots of ancient trees or tangled with one another in these large floating masses, each boat carefully woven from reeds and grasses. You notice some of these boats are burning, but not with the vibrant orange flames of natural fire. Again, they're just engulfed in these same cold blue flames that light the braziers along the path. And amidst the eerie stillness, you do notice there are signs of life here, figures moving with quiet purpose among the boats. They're not the swamp's native fauna, but people dressed in ceremonial garb that marks them as attendants of the dead. Very striking attire consisting of black, blue robes adorned with intricate totems and symbols, marigold petals woven into their clothing, long feathered headdresses. Each one wears a skull mask, their faces hidden behind the grinning visage of death, and they move with a deliberate, almost ritualistic precision. They're holding these long poles, one end sort of fitted with a hook, which they use to navigate the shallow waters upon their own small floating boats that kind of retrieving the clustered funerary vessels with practiced ease. They reach out with these hooked poles, sort of disentangling the boats from one another or freeing them from the grip of the swamp's roots. And in the other hand, they hold another long pole, this one bearing a lantern-like object in its end. And they sort of dip this lantern into the blue flamed braziers, the flames clinging to it without extinguishing, and then they carefully set the retrieved funerary boats alight. I'll just DM this to you, let you say in your own time. You kind of observe the attendants performing their solemn duties. True gravity of the necropolis becomes clear. This is a place where the dead are honoured, their passage to the afterlife marked with deep reverence and care. Yet it's also a place of immense power, where the boundary between the living and the dead is thin, and the presence of Banzala lingers in every breath of the cold, still air.
Is that it? Sorry, like that was a very cool narrative note. Like, is that what's?
We'll leave it there.
Hello? Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like, am I
That was
like no one was
Is
talking?
that
I was
it?
like,
Is that it?
No, sorry, I didn't want it to come across like that, but it was just a very long silence of just like.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know,
Usually
getting
Jagger
the
says,
recording
and that's
button.
where we're ended now. Yeah.
I was just waiting for that. Like, bro, the pregnant pause is just is killing me.
Too pregnant. Too pregnant.
Too pregnant. Anyway, I'll stop recording.